you having a gummy?
Alright. I'm gonna try reloading my my game real quick, because I can't see Chase.
Mm-hmm. What?
I can't see Chase.
I have my camera off because I'm eating. I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries. Okay. As long as I have an explanation for it, we're good.
Damn, it's like a Zoom teacher.
So,
Damn. Oh, I pressed back on.
last we left off, you guys had been investigating more so into this cult activity that had been taking place in Felloon. Sorry. Ultimately deciding to check out the two remaining individuals who had you had not heard anything about yet, besides being an assistant to one of the senators, and the other being a member of the guards, or captain of the guards. You guys elected to go try and find the assistant to the senator first, I believe Pia Ing. And after some investigation by our two resident sleuths, y'all figured out that she had on her in her bunk, she had some odd magical items, as well as another notebook that would indicate that she is a shapeshifter as well. After taking the magical items and dispersing from the scene, you guys found that you guys were rocked by an explosion coming from the place you had just been. Whether that was targeted at you or some other individual in the compound, you're unsure, but whatever you guys had been doing was covered up by that explosion. You guys subsequently went down into the sewers and found that these magical items appear to be some sort of dispersal device for a magical spell of unknown power and origin. And it also figured out that these were set up in the sewer at approximately varied distances. However, on your trek back to the Hall of Inspired Hands, you found a good number of them, at least like 50 or so, which caused some concern, given the unpredictable nature of the device. After getting back to the sewers, or getting back to the church rather, you came up from the sewers and found that it had been, it was currently being investigated by the Blue Stripes for the bombing that had happened at the Silver Estates, the Stillman Estates. You guys elected to meet up with Alpheus at the Prickled Puss, a location known to both you and Alpheus. You confirmed that Alpheus was not a shapeshifter by using the code word, and decided that the device that this cult was after needed to be destroyed. And as you were going to valiantly go and destroy this device, you heard a booming voice overhead that appeared to activate the devices. With quick thinking from Jakai, you all managed to jump on some eagles that he had quickly summoned and fly out of the range of the gas before it enveloped you. As you stood aloft the city, you heard ungodly screams, as well as the screams of men, women, and children within the city. And that is where we left off. So, as you stand aloft, you can see below you the gas, the green, sickly gas that had previously been dispersing, or previously been emitted, looks like it is dispersing into the air, and you can see down into the streets below. It didn't look like it was a constant device. It now looks like it was a one and done magical item.
Okay.
From your perspective up here, you can still hear the screams. But more specifically, Jakai, are you still human in this? Or are you...
Mm-mm.
No? Okay.
What had happened, because there's 7 of us, I turned myself into a mouse
Gotcha.
once I got on the Eagle 7, where there were 6 people and 1 mouse.
Okay. So, still, I believe you have the highest perception. So,
Mm-hmm. 20.
from your perspective, perched atop one of the eagle's heads, you look down into the streets below. As the gas is dispersing, you see some movement. You see a what looks like a humanoid shape, but as you look closer, it looks like it is feasting on another humanoid. You look closer.
Nice.
It does not appear to be any sort of human. It looks fiendish in nature. As you scan below, you see another similar shape but distinct. Another. You see small groups of them form. Some have wings, some look distinctly disgusting in their nature, but all entirely fiendish.
Nice. Cool. I'm gonna, like, look... Okay. Can we determine who's on what?
That would be
The eagle right now?
nice
Representing
if that is the
Okay.
case. Who is on what eagle?
Well, I definitely got on Gizmo.
Also, please just speak up, Chase. Can't quite hear you, God.
I'm definitely on Gizmo. Sitting on his head. I believe Kilby's on Clank.
Yeah, we never ride on the same one.
We never ride on the same one. What are you going on? Gizmo? Is that, Pete is on, I'm sorry, Lucky is on Gizmo as well with me.
I can go on the
Dink.
flank. I feel like I'm a light type of guy.
With Kilby? Yeah, that would make sense. Pete?
1 second as I sort of do this.
That's a big dink.
It do be.
I am one. I am whole.
Not talking tonight? What's up?
You are. You're very quiet though, Chase. So
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
not a problem.
I
Just,
don't
Oh, I'm sorry, you have a voice?
Oh my god.
I didn't realize.
I don't know the birds' names.
It doesn't matter.
I'm just.
It's clanking, there's just 2 different birds.
Are we doing out of sync and are we just doing our normal like split in half?
Would you think that'd be a good idea? Because Dink weighs less than everybody else.
No,
And I
we should
think
be.
Lucky weighs less than everybody else
I
too.
think I weigh
you're
at
really
least.
light too.
I'm like 4 feet tall, like 90 pounds.
Oh,
Okay.
then maybe I should have Lucky.
Well, do you want to take the 2 light guys with you and Ran? And then
I will.
can take Pete
I'm
and
giving you
Alfie?
guys this power in a second to organize what you would like.
Or maybe it should be.
Oh, he's really not.
I'll be with
we have
Bran,
a-
I guess.
That's why me, Pete, Bran, and Alpheus, all the humans,
Mhm.
because they're all about the same weight.
Mhm.
And then it could be you, because you're heavier,
This is segregation.
Dink because he's light, and Lucky because he's lighter.
Yeah, that's probably
Is
fine.
that a good plan? Okay.
Segregation. That's fine. It's because we're not human.
I'm a mouse, dog. I don't have to tell you.
I was about to make a joke there, but then
Rats. We're the rats.
Celebrating yet another birthday bash.
It's rats.
Yes, sir. It's your birthday today.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, Liam, guess what?
What?
YouTube banned Fred Boat. That's why.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
Bro, that's whack. YouTube banned Fred Boat?
YouTube said, yeah, no, the channel that's running Fred Boat, banned.
How does that somehow?
That's stupid. Okay, that's Peter.
Get wrecked.
That's
Hey, Peter.
that's Lucky. That's Rain. That's Jakai. Dink. And that's Kilby. Okay. There's too many names now. I need to need to prune a bunch of these names from this thing. Okay. So you guys now have the capacity, I believe, to move all your stuff.
Things going to hyper.
Ah,
Damn it, Dink,
Christ,
you're
there's a
going
fucking
away.
Fight in the hallway.
Ah! Let me fly.
I swear to God, if they fucking call me to break up this fight.
Alright. So. Who is with. So who's on who? So the three, Dink, Bran, and Kilby, are on one. The other three, Peter, Lucky, and Jakai. Is that correct?
I think Brand and Lucky switch places. Yeah.
Okay, good. Pete, why do you have health? What? How do you do that?
Oh boy.
you just double click on it, and
Oh.
there's three options, like a green and blue and a red bar. You can add in your health and track it.
Oh, that's sick.
Did not know that. Been DMing for a year and some change. Cool.
You can do a lot in this shit.
Okay. So, the important bit of why I wanted to know who's on who. As you guys are sort of hovering over the city, Jakai, as well as, let's say Dink. Or who has the highest perception on this side? Probably Lucky.
I think mine's a 12.
Well, yeah.
Zach? Zach?
Zach.
Hello?
Wow.
My bad.
14.
That's fun when all three of you are muted. Alright, so yeah.
I have the power now, bitches.
So Zach,
say that.
I have
the
16.
17 is your passive?
Mine's
Mine is 16.
So Kilby is 16, Zach, or Lucky, what is yours?
14.
14. Alright, so Kilby, on this side, you hear a faint buzzing sound. It appears to be getting closer.
Hearing a buzzing sound. Is anybody else hearing that? It's getting a little louder.
You're a siren.
Jakai, it's at this point that you look down and you see flying up to you guys is a wasp, a large wasp, roughly the size of a small sedan, coming at
Yeah,
you
let's
very fast.
haul ass
I'm
out
on
of
the
here. Yeah,
civic
I'm gonna have
watch.
Clank and Gizmo haul ass the fuck out of here.
All right.
What is?
Towards I
Clank and
guess, the
Gizmo have a
church,
speed
'cause
of
I don't
60,
know where
correct?
we're going. I believe it's 80, but let me check.
Is
it 40?
this thing like gunning for us? Is
It
going
looks like
straight
it's
for
going
us?
directly at you guys.
80. Fly speed of 80.
Is that 80 dash or 80 just total?
80 speed. So dashing would be 160.
All right. So you watch as this large wasp starts flying after you guys. You hear some squeaks from Jakai the mouse, and then suddenly Clank and Gizmo and just start zooming away. Are you going in a general direction, Jakai?
I guess kind of towards the church, but I don't know where we're going because he never told us where the thing is to get destroyed. And I'm a mouse, so I can't ask him. So I guess I'm going kind of towards the church.
I figured the machine would be in the church.
He said it wasn't earlier and that he wouldn't tell us where unless we really needed it. And so
No, Altheus said it was
I guess
beneath the church in the not catacombs, but the archive.
The underground.
I thought he said it was like away from the church, hidden, and all the
I did not.
research was buried deep underground.
That's the plan we suggested, or what to do with it, to hide it somewhere where, you know,
Yeah,
away from the church and that shit. But he did tell us it was under the church.
To the church then.
Church. We are the church.
Celebrating yet another birthday church.
So you guys are going towards the church, correct?
Yes.
All right. As you are flying at a breakneck speed above the city, you now can see much more of the havoc that is being raised beneath you. As you are going, you hear more and more screams. You see bodies just littering the floor. You can see a number of these fiendish individuals, some with barbs sticking out of their skin. Some look like fleshy mounds that look like they are just beating these townsfolk alive. Some look like they have wings that are very small. They look like they are coming and just attacking anything that moves. Some look. At one point, you see a horse, blacker than the night, but with a flaming mane. You see one that looks like a massive gorilla with red fur, destroying a building. All of these creatures just decimating everything in their path. You, however, soar over it, unaccosted. You do get the attention of a handful of other wasp-like creatures. However, at your pace, you outrun them easily.
I'd like to look over and see what Alpheus's reaction to all this is.
Abject horror, generally.
Okay.
He's looking down and sort of like tinkering with his arm real quick, just like it looks like he's kind of getting ready for a fight.
How long would you say it's been since we're up? Since we've been flying?
Sorry, can you repeat that, Alec?
How long have we been flying since since all this stuff has happened, I guess?
30, 40 seconds.
Oh shit, I see.
What are you trying, like, what are you asking for, Ali?
I just want to try to get a short rest, but I don't think that's possible at all. Don't worry about that.
Not immediately, no.
Yeah, exactly.
If you wanted to
exactly.
wait an hour somewhere, attempt to, at least.
I'm okay. I don't think
You're
we have
welcome
an
to
hour.
try.
Yeah, but yeah, no worries.
So, Jagai, are you just beelining for the church? Is that correct?
Yeah.
right.
If you, before we land, if you could give me a description of the church, because I would like for us to attempt to land stealthily.
Sure. Are you looking to land on the roof? What are you?
Is there entry from the roof into the rest of the church?
You are unsure of that.
Okay.
Ask Alpheus.
I'm a mouse. Like, somebody else has to ask questions.
Like
I'm a
he's not
mouse.
thinking this.
Can I see entrance from?
I'll say
into the
as you
church from the roof?
approach, I'll describe it in more detail. But more so, as you approach, you see the courtyard previously engulfed by a number of guards that were interrogating a handful of the clergymen. You look down and you see carnage. You see a number of guards have slain some of these fiendish beasts and are sort of holding a phalanx in front of the church. It looks like some are retreating into the church as a means of, like, escape. As you're looking down, you get the sense that almost none of the guards were changed. Almost as if that it was more praying to the layman, if that makes sense. The spell wasn't particularly potent.
I see.
But nonetheless, you see a number of bodies of these beasts, a number of bodies of the blue stripes as well, just mauled, or some look like they have been injected with some sort of disease, or it's just absolute carnage. However, as you approach, nobody appears to pay you guys any mind at all, as their attentions are elsewhere. You manage to land on the top of the roof, unaccosted. You look down. You can see two more of those ape-like fiends just beating into like 5 or so guards with their shields up. They look like they are attempting to take it down.
The church?
No, the guards are fighting the Balgura.
Oh, okay.
Is there, and that's at the front door.
That's currently in the courtyard.
In the courtyard. Is there like a back entrance area that would be not having demons fighting in front of the door?
Chase, I'm
Well,
gonna need you
why
to
can't
speak
we
up.
go through the roof?
I thought, is there a way in on the roof?
I mean, we could just. I'd smash a hole in the roof if worst comes to worst. I know there's stairs that lead up, but maybe not to the roof.
I'll look for a door around. If we're on the roof already, I'll just look for a door.
You
or
guys
anything,
landed.
just like, yeah.
Hey, Alpheus, do you know any way down into the bottom of the church?
Don't. Sorry, inhaled a little food. Down from the roof or down below levels?
Well, from the roof down to like below levels.
Yeah, there is roof access. It's on the other side. He starts to like stealthily walk over to the other side.
I'm gonna follow him
I will also follow him.
stealthily.
I'm gonna climb
Yeah.
on Marky's head. I'm gonna sit between his ears. I'm sitting between your ears.
I'm gonna give him a little pat.
Chase,
Just with a fingertip.
I'm gonna need you to speak up if I can't hear you like at all.
I'm sorry. I'm
You're
going to
good.
be sitting in between Zach's ears as a mouse, and Zach is a large rabbit. Where's
Gotcha.
the microphone? Right there. Yeah, would you mind just putting it? Perfect.
Jesus.
Thank you.
Alright. So you guys find a door. Looks like it has some stairs that lead down to the second floor.
Yeah, I'll go down.
Is Alpheus taking the lead, or
Currently, no. He just kind of like showed the door. He's still tinkering with his arm a little bit.
I don't know who the strongest is. I'll go to Alpheus and be like, hey Alpheus, can you tell us where? Could you take us to the Soul Engine, or at least like in a sneaky way, can you tell us where to go?
I'll happily guide you there, but I really shouldn't be. I shouldn't be taking lead on this.
I think it doesn't matter at this one. We just gotta head there as fast as we can. And
Agreed.
dip. Yeah.
You watch as he sort of finishes, and his arm turns into a. His arm articulates into a semi-cannon.
He's a fucking was it? Nah, fucking what's the word? Artillerist.
I mean, you can make an insight check.
I was kind of asking for the sake of just like metagaming. Yeah,
Sure,
but
for metagaming, he's an artillerist. Yeah.
that's fucking awesome. Okay, bet.
All right, I have this at least. I know y'all are capable of fighting, but who's taking point? I'm not. I'm not particularly hardy, if you catch my meaning.
Alpheus, do you think we need to sneak in, or do you think we can charge in there? Do you think we're gonna be?
Well,
meeting
I
anybody
don't
that
really
wants
know
getting in
what's
there?
going on in the church right now. Like I said, last I was here, the guards were coming in and like questioning anybody who was here. It could be empty. It could be, full of guards. It could be full of clergymen that have holed themselves up. It could be full of these fucking fiends. I have no idea. I just...
Can I sneak in as a mouse? Oh, I'm sorry, a rat, because I can't find a mouse.
Rats.
Compendium.
We are the rats.
Dog, yeah.
You can certainly hop down the stairs if you'd like.
I guess I could try to
I
take
just
point.
want to take a peek. I don't want to go far. I just want to take a quick little peek around the
Alright.
corner and see what's up.
I'll say you like it's a spiral staircase. You like slide down on the railing and just do a little kickflip at the bottom.
Hell yeah. That's what's up. On a popsicle stick.
Down below you see, honestly, not much. You see occasionally an individual. It looks like somebody from the church, kind of running around. It looks like they are very frantic. Beyond that, you don't see much in the way of movement or anything. There's a number of doors. They look ajar.
Can I ask you a question, Liam?
Yeah, shoot.
Like a DMing question. Do all demons smell the same?
Smell?
'Cause we
No,
fought
they do
demons
not.
A few times now.
Huh?
Because we fought demons a few times now. Would I be able to smell a demon with a good perception check?
If you were asking specifically for a demon that you have encountered, possibly.
Oh. I see.
Beyond that, you would not be certain of smells.
Okay.
Just like
Okay.
animals all have distinct smells, not all
Yeah.
demons are. Demons
No,
or
that's
fiends.
fair. There's nothing that like smells similar, like they all like have a hint of sulfur with whatever their scent is, or are they all like completely different?
I mean, sulfur mixed with pig shit versus sulfur mixed with, cow shit. It's gonna be like horrible either way. You're just not gonna know specifically what type of demon. You might know it is a demon.
Okay. Okay. Cool. That's all I wanted to know.
Shit.
If I could know if it was or not.
Sorry guys, 1 sec. My headphones fell out. What? Sorry.
Okay, so I'll stay as well. You answered my question. I'll go back up.
Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, I just don't know what's going on down there, and I'd rather not. It looks like looks like your friend is trying to say something. Sorry, that is the blue man, right?
That's the blue lizard, yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm just gonna.
Ain't no man.
No.
What is it, boy? What is it?
What is it, Bessie? Did little Timmy fall down the well?
Jesus.
Got like half of what you said. We go?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm trying to read Chase's charades. Like he's trying to tell me what he wants me to do in mouse form.
Lucky, make
I
an,
think he's
like,
telling
make an
us we
insight
need to go
check.
down.
Make an insight check.
Insight check.
Yeah.
Jesus.
This is chaos. So
I'm
Five.
gonna climb up to the top of Lucky's head. I'm gonna climb up to the top of Lucky's head, and I'm gonna grab him by the ears, and I'm just gonna ratatouille him
I was
forward.
gonna say right
I'm just gonna.
All right, you
I'm gonna let
Lucky,
him guide
you are
me
free to
by
interpret
pulling
that
my
as you
hair.
like, but yeah.
I'm gonna start walking down the stairs with Mr. Mouse on my head.
All right.
Jesus.
It's about 10 feet down. You hesitantly step down, look around. You're in somewhat of a corridor. It looks like this is the end of the corridor. About 10 feet away on both sides, there are doors. Then another 10 feet, doors. Another 10 feet, doors. And then it looks like it curves to the right at the end.
Like he's gonna look back to Alpheus. Which way, Alpheus?
We should, if we can get over there, that'll take us down the stairs to the main hall. From there, we can get down into the blows.
All right. I'll start walking over.
All right. As you are walking, Jakai, you stand there for a second on top of Lucky, and you get a deep, deep sense of dread and a violently bad smell. You look around for a second, and you, coming from the left, about 10 feet up ahead in the room, you smell something.
Are we in the room yet?
Hmm?
Are we in the room yet when I smell that? This is before we enter.
What room? You guys are still in the corridor.
You said 10 feet up ahead.
10.
To the
So
left.
you're in a corridor. About every 10 or so
Uh-huh.
feet, there's a door on either side.
I see. I got you. Is that door open or closed?
Looks closed at this time.
I'm just gonna kind of pull on Lucky's hair a little bit,
As soon as I feel that pull, Lucky's gonna stop in his tracks.
and I'm just gonna get in front of him and I'll go like this. I'm gonna point to the door.
I think it's that something smells over there.
By the way, is everyone
a good
else
thing or-
with Lucky? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
guys, maybe
I think
I
they-
don't know.
I'm assuming we're all
speak
doing
up.
like a conga line down the stairs.
Yeah, maybe speak up, guys. Come on.
People need to say words to do things.
Yes.
Yeah. It's safe to
I
assume that
assume you're
everyone
with
is
them, but it would be nice to hear. Yeah, I'll go down the stairs as well.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
Well,
let me grab something real quick to illustrate how this is, how this looks. Give me 5 minutes real quick. If you need to take a quick break, by all means. I'm just going to do this real quick. By the way, I didn't get a chance to chat with you guys. How was everyone's week?
I got COVID.
Oh no.
Sometimes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no. You got Corvid?
Yeah. It's been chill. This Rich and I have been watching One Piece and playing Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, nice on the
Right.
nice on the One Piece, not the COVID.
No worries. No, I got that. What's it? We're in the Thriller Bark arc. And like
Nice.
right now,
You've watched it all the way through, right?
me? No, never watched any of it.
Oh. Oh damn.
Yeah, so we're both going in fresh.
Nice.
Yeah. It's been honestly, I really enjoy it. I really dig it.
Those give me anxiety.
I mean, yeah, it's one of the best shonens for a reason.
Yeah. I could definitely see why. Just like long-term payoffs of like old shit, like fucking Laboon. Oh my god, I
Oh.
love him so much.
The boy. The
Yeah,
lad.
the boy. Yeah. They just like mention him again, and I won't get into it, but like, the best.
What do you think of
Yeah,
Brooke?
the best. I like him. I dig him. I really do dig him. The panty stuff, you know, it's anime, so it's
Pantsu.
it's what to expect. But I dig it. I dig him so. I really like him, honestly.
Yeah. He is the goat.
Yeah. I know, like, those main people are, like, the main characters.
Yeah.
And there's another, like, crew member who joins on later. I don't know anything about the other crew member, but, like,
I mean, which...
Huh?
There's plenty of other crew members.
I see. Never mind then. It's good. I won't delve
There's
more
a couple
into it,
at
because
least,
I don't...
I think.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, then. I just know... Are those 8? I think it's 8. Because right now, they haven't technically gotten Brooke yet. It's middle of it, but I assume afterwards. I know Brooke is a member of the crew. So yeah, so it'll be Brooke. Frankie, I love Frankie. Frankie's actually the best.
Yeah, Frankie's one of my favorites.
Yeah. Frankie, Robin, Chopper, and then the main 4. Yeah, so 8 people so far.
Yeah. All right. Oh wait, have you heard Bink Sake yet?
I don't think so, no.
It's one of the best anime songs ever.
Oh. I'm excited.
With
No,
also
it's
one
one
of
of
the most heart-wrenching backgrounds, or backstories.
I got you.
Yeah, it's,
Is that the guy with like the baby outfit?
No, that's
No.
far later.
Okay. I just know about that guy in his art. In his story.
Mr. Pink.
Yeah, exactly. Yes,
really sad.
see, that's who I know. So I was trying to mention like why One Piece is good, and they talked about him. I'm like, oh, okay, neat.
Yeah. His background is heartbreaking.
yeah.
Come on. Come on, game, load my stupid map.
Oh, do that again.
They've always been able to do that.
Go like that.
Also, Chase,
No,
if
like-
we're done with the
like-
pizza, would you mind putting it in some Ziplocs?
I'll throw it in for you.
Thank you.
Did that like center you?
I heard it crack a little, but
Did that make you feel better?
it's just hurting.
You want me to like try and pop it in?
No.
You sure?
It's in. I'm pretty sure. It's just hurting. My tendons are jacked. Shout out to the ocean. Shit, fuck. But I didn't die.
True.
Drowning's funny when you make it out.
Yeah, dude, drowning's fun when you fucking survive.
Dink would know.
Yeah.
True.
Big yikes.
Plan to drown
Is everybody
again one
on?
day.
See, it's funny when they make it out alive. It's only funny when they don't.
Come on, please. Map, please. All I ask is that you upload this image. Please.
Made $12 at work today.
Dara?
12?
Whole 12. $12.
Goddamn tree fitty.
And he bent down real close and he went, need about 350. No goddamn Loch Ness monster ain't giving you no goddamn 350.
Sorry guys, this is not something I was...
350.
I don't know why it's not uploading my map.
Why the hell you gonna give him the 350, woman? You give him the 350, he come back for more. I hope I'm entertaining enough during this hiatus.
I'm deeply sorry, guys.
Alright.
Oh, I'm thinking of an animal. I'm thinking of an animal.
Crocodile?
Nope.
Octopus?
Does it live on
Yeah.
land? Oh. Well then, I went to play
Fuck
the
you,
game.
Zach. You ruined my fun.
I can't type, Zach.
Sounds like a you problem.
Damn. Got her.
I can't type because somebody's sitting between me and the goddamn fucking...
Coffee table?
350.
The goddamn tree fitty. Hey, get off of my fucking computer.
No.
Get the fuck off my computer.
Can you stop pressing stuff?
No.
I just want to type something. Thanks.
Oh my god.
Already caught you in 1080p.
You typed that! Oh my god.
Why would you do that?
What
That's
did it
racist,
say?
you know.
Nothing happened.
What did I
Hard R,
You did it.
Wow.
right?
You
That's
know
what
this
I'm
goes
saying.
on Twitch, anyways.
No, I took my screenshot. Oh, you deleted it. Doesn't matter. The receipts
It's okay. Now I have someone who can join me in a racist jail.
stay.
Ryan, did you do a race? Did you do a racism?
Racist joke.
I did 6.
Oh, is that why you joined the army?
Yeah.
Yikes. Alright, why the fuck is this
I
not
thought that's what you had to do.
uploading? Come on.
I'm gonna refresh and see what happens.
It's just not, it doesn't want to upload my stupid file. That's the thing.
Is the file too big, or how big is the file?
It shouldn't be that big. It's just a PNG.
Yeah.
It's a PDF of like of the
Oh
map.
my god, I'm so smart.
Yeah.
It might not accept PDFs, does it?
It says, oh, that's it.
What? What are you doing?
Fuck. Thank you, Ryan.
You're welcome. I have my moments.
What are you doing?
I think you can probably save it as a PNG if you open it in like.
Yeah, I'm changing
Your
it too.
brightness so low.
Because I'm not blind like you fucks.
You have glasses.
Don't talk to me, Zach.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only one with perfect vision here.
Are you?
Liam!
You can't even talk.
What?
I'm not sure about it.
You're just as
You have
blind as me.
no proof that I work on.
Yes.
Me and Liam.
Fuck, every 10 minutes you're fucking with it.
I'm not sure about it.
You know exactly what I'm talking
I
about.
have no idea.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get up close and
Me and
personal,
Liam can see.
so-
Bruh.
Oh, figure.
Hemp and chai? Beef? Is that chai or shea?
Shay.
Shea?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any Y anywhere.
Well,
Hang on.
What?
yes.
You are a wizard. I'm a what?
Come on. Come on, Adobe. Don't fuck me here.
I might have fucked up.
You might have fucked up.
Okay. Thank you, Ryan, because I would have been, I would have not. Oh my god, no.
Laptop is useless.
Like I said, I have my moments.
No, it fucking... I don't know. This has not happened before when I try to do this, so hang on.
1 in 5 individuals, you know, when they get down and dirty, they just don't work too well.
I think I was just doing the wrong download. Let's see that. There we go. That's it. I'm stupid. Sorry, guys. Juice file. There we go. Open.
The computer died and nobody told me.
Chase, your computer
oh my
died.
God, everything
Hey,
is
Chase,
going
your computer
wrong in our
died.
room.
Oh shit.
Thanks,
guys.
Thank you.
Everything is going wrong in this goddamn household.
Hey, Annalise?
Yeah.
How about you quit that fucking,
Alright.
Negative talk.
Everything is going wrong.
No more bitching.
No more bitches.
I don't know how to get out of tablet mode on my computer.
Bonk.
How did you almost fall just then? What happened?
I was thinking about something and I almost fell.
Oh, that's fair.
Fucking idiot.
That's valid.
Alright, bro, we want a drink.
Alright.
I know you want ice. We won't wash this out. But first off, that's there's another step.
No, first off, I need ice.
Uh-oh.
Okay. How are you guys all... Like, what is the marching order currently?
Let me refresh, because I see nothing.
Yeah, I don't see anything out there.
Yeah, I purposely put you on a different thing while I worked real quick.
Ah, I see. There we go. There we go.
There we are.
We were both.
Oh, I see, I see. What do you want?
It's gonna be my trump card. So like, when
You've activated my
just make it a little
trump
rabbit,
card.
you're just gonna jump off.
That's
and switch
exactly
right
my
back.
plan.
Okay,
That's exactly
I think
my
they
plan.
wanted...
Sorry,
That's exactly what I was
I
thinking.
think they
Yeah,
wanted
just
Zach
fucking-
in front, so I'm gonna move this.
Zach is currently in front.
Just saying.
Oh, that's so smart. Dude, that's how we can get past this.
So I need to move me.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
I'll go behind them.
Okay, hang on. I'm just gonna
Nailed
do
it.
one quick thing.
Is it weird that I want to
Hey, over here.
You're disgusting.
Don't talk to me, dude. What are you talking about?
Zach, that is way too much ice.
Zach, dude. Stop it.
Oh, it's
What the heck? Wasting the ice.
so much work.
I'm sorry, it was beautiful.
I hate all of you.
Do you put actually I need fucking juice. Thank you.
You need more juice?
No, I think I'm okay.
Need to buy some gin and juice next time I play D&D.
Does it smoking on? Oh, do you smoke gin and juice?
No? Okay.
Do you smoke gin and juice?
Do I smoke?
Do you smoke gin and juice?
I would smoke gin and
I
juice.
smoke gin and juice.
Are you horse coming back?
Do you smoke gin and juice? What? Are we ready to start?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was in the middle of a drink. Apologize. My laptop was dead. I didn't know.
Where's your earpods?
I thought Liam was doing a thing.
I currently am, but give me a second. I'm just grabbing one more thing, and I think we're good.
Jesus.
Shut.
Everybody got so sidetracked in the kitchen.
I'm making a drink.
It's like the fucking pocket dimension over there.
Man's in the back rooms.
Literally. That's what it was like watching. Oh,
Oh yeah,
my gosh.
Mandela Volume 3 came out. I don't know if you saw it yet.
I am not.
Wait, that's fine. Wait, and they don't have a movie yet.
It's good. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, how you feel?
Oh, I have to watch. Am I the only one with health on their character? That's awkward.
I don't think
Wait,
so.
how do I do that?
mine in, I think it should be blue.
How do I do
Okay.
that?
I can't see theirs then.
Show me. How do I do it?
God, so
This one?
I can only see my life too, but that's
Well, yeah, you can only see each other's, or you can only see your own health.
I see. Makes sense.
what is yours?
What? 30.
That way, there's no metagaming.
That's solid. Makes
38.
sense.
Double click on it.
If I change here, but that
Hey,
works.
Annalise, could you go ahead and set my laptop up here so I'm on the page?
Or doesn't? Yeah.
Am I on the page? Oh.
Token
Oh.
settings?
Am I missing everything? Oh,
I
no.
don't know.
I got it. It's okay.
All right. So yeah, you guys are coming down this hallway.
Screen charge.
Oh, wow.
Oh, gone forever.
God.
What's the mic?
Aaron
Mic drop.
Hernandez.
I'm gonna have an aneurysm sitting here. That EMT video I showed you earlier, that's what's gonna happen here.
No.
What?
What is that?
It's the video of an aneurysm, but it's like the
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah. It's like some fucking somebody's veins ballooning out in their fucking head.
Oh jeez.
I can
You know that fucking the dude snoring that oh, you know that fucking video? I fucking love that so much.
CPAP.
What?
It wasn't CPAP. It was just a dude who wait, he did need CPAP, but yeah.
All right.
Whenever it's like
Everybody
that,
ready?
please put me down. Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
it.
Cool. So, Lucky, in the room right here next to you, you smell, or Jakai had identified this as where the smell was coming from. What are you doing?
Oh, so I would like to disguise myself
All right.
as a demon. Probably one of the like basic looking ones, one that was very common.
Have you seen
when
demons
we're
before,
flying over.
or like what do you?
Well,
You need to
when
be
we're
very
flying
specific
over, you
here.
Describe them.
Sure, but you need to be very specific.
Right. I'm thinking like
I can give you the descriptions of the ones you saw on the flyover. What do you?
Do we need to go in there?
I don't know.
Alpheus would know.
Before I do any of that, can I ask Alpheus? Like he pointed out before, but I don't know exactly which door is the one we're going for.
You guys are
think
going
that's the
down
one.
these stairs over here.
And then where's the smell coming from? Right here.
Currently, right there.
Right
yeah.
here. I mean, the door is closed, right?
Currently, yeah.
I'm just gonna like look to the rest of the party and like put my finger up like a whisper sign, and then kind of creep my way past the door if possible,
All right. You
keeping an eye out for traps.
you tiptoe past. You hear some rustling in the room, but besides that, you manage to get past. You hear a similar rustling in the room over here. So you get there, yeah.
I'm gonna look to Jakai and plug my nose and then point at that.
Does that room smell the same,
Approximately, yeah.
Liam?
It does. It smells approximately the
I'm
same.
gonna look back to the rest of the party. Jakai had nodded in his mouse form. So I'm gonna look to the rest of the party, do the quiet sign again, and then try to sneak past.
As you give a quiet sign, you hear the door start to open.
Which one? This one?
This one in front of you guys.
Shit, okay.
I'd like to cast Fog Cloud, if that's okay.
All right. Centered on where?
Centered on. Let's do it at the can I do it right here, just at the door,
Okay. And you put
or originate from the door?
semantic. All right. It is a 20-foot radius. All right. So point at where you wanted it to originate on the door.
Yeah.
I hate that there's no square function for the. Oop,
That's a big ass square.
Yeah.
sorry.
Right.
There's a,
It's not wrong.
that's a big bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So at least that. 5, 10, 15, 20. 20-foot radius. Okay. Sorry, guys. So Lucky, you are now cloaked in mist as well as Jakai currently. As you are casting Fog Cloud, however, you it is verbal and semantic. So you say the chant, whatever the components that you normally would do verbally. You say these aloud, and you hear. Specifically, Dink and Peter from behind you hear. And as you sort of turn to look, you look and you see the door burst open, and a large dog-like creature bursts into the room. Its breath smelling like of sulfur and ash. You see inside it is fiery in a fiery inferno inside its mouth, and it looks hungry. I would like everyone to roll initiative.
That's good.
Oh my god.
Right.
Dink, you and I are probably gonna have to roll again.
Yeah?
Actually, no, you can go first.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Actually, I think you do.
No, we have the same modifier.
Ah, you're right. Yes.
So I'm saying you can go first. I'm giving you the
Ah.
option to go first.
For sure, thanks.
You rolled twice?
Yeah, on accident, because I can't see what's happening. I gotta watch the chat for the screens.
Oh, I rolled a 9. Solid.
Ryan, how do you clear the queue? Clear?
That should be it. I don't know if it.
It's not
We'll
stopping.
say-
That's the thing.
Fuck it, we'll just skip it. It also doesn't look like it's not clearing the queue either. I've been fucking looking for Darkest Dungeon soundtracks.
All right.
Perfect.
So as you guys look, in front of Dink and Peter is a large hellhound. Where's the token? All right. Sorry. God, I need another monitor so badly. hellhound stands in front of you. Right. So I need to roll initiative for that. That one.
So,
I need to pick up fucking blind sight.
How do you just... I mean, Ryan, you don't really just pick that up. It's not
No, you can with the fighting initiative feat. So, yeah, my brand kind of really needs it. So that might
Does
be
he,
the plan
though?
next.
Lucky than you.
Oh, he absolutely does, because he can't even see through his magical darkness, and that's he doesn't have to waste key points with dark vision then.
No. You, then Dink, then Brand,
It's always got to
then Lucky, then me, then
How do you have the highest initiative?
This is
Roll a
bullshit,
17
you
on
guys.
initiative. I rolled a 6. You should let me roll your initiative. We should swap
Yeah.
computers for initiative.
Okay.
That way we go almost last.
So, alright. Who has initiative of 25 to 20? 20 to 15.
Gilby's the only one with 20 to 15.
yeah.
Kilby, what is your initiative?
This on this roll it was 18. Or are we talking like actual?
Huh?
What did you roll for initiative?
18.
I rolled, yeah.
Alright. 15 to 12, or 15 to 10.
Me, Dink, and
And me.
yeah.
And then... Alright, 10 to 5.
That's just Jakai and Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jakai and then Pete.
I got a 9.
He does a 7.
Okay. Right. All right. So, starting us off, Kilby, what are you doing?
Not having a good time. It's coming out of the one behind Pete and Dink, so like, okay, yeah. Fuck, I didn't think. I want to cast.
What are you doing, Annalise?
I know. I'm gonna take a step this way, and then I'm going to conjure spiritual weapon or cast spiritual weapon, and I want to put it like right in front of the door.
Right here?
Yeah.
Alright. Let me grab a spiritual weapon and denote that.
I hate going first. It's always me.
Alright. Okay.
The door's open, right? It's
Yeah, door's
or,
open.
Like it's out.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then I'll just have the spiritual weapon attack it. Try to
All right.
swing at it.
Okay. Sounds good.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Everything is popping up behind things. I'm gonna assume that's right.
A 19 hits. do 6 points of force damage.
Sure.
All right.
Love to see it, something.
Just make sure. All right. Up next is Bran. You're up.
So Dink and I had the same initiative roll and same modifiers, so I just let him go first.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking who's going first and everything, because I was putting that in order.
Yeah, sorry about that. I thought
You're good.
that
Dink,
I
Dink.
don't remember. Yeah, if you heard it,
Yeah. I'll go take out my little rapier.
All right.
I'll just go over here. I don't know if I could occupy the same space as the sword, but if
You can. It's
Oh, rad.
a spiritual weapon is not all encompassing,
Rad. I'll just
especially
stand in front
because
of the
like
door.
the dog can't attack it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it
stand
can
in
just
front of
block the
door.
dog in the room. Sorry.
No worries. I'm just gonna, I'll try to stab the dog. It's like, swash, swash,
All right. Swish, swish, stab.
swish, swish. Swish.
That's a throwback.
Oh, there we go.
25 hits.
Oh shit.
25 to
You
hit.
deal 10 points of piercing.
Let's
Yep.
go.
Second attack.
Oh shit.
16
Let's
to
go,
hit.
King.
1 second. 15 hits.
15. Rad. Perfect.
That's 20 points of piercing. Nice.
Heck yeah. That's both my hits. Bonus action can't do anything, I think. Unfortunately. I literally don't have any bardic inspiration, so I can't do anything with that. I'm just gonna yell at it. And like, ha!
25, right?
And
You
yeah,
hear it like
I'll-
sort of recoil.
I'll just turn back. Don't worry, guys. I got this. And just have a little thumbs up. Yeah.
Oh shoot! Oh well, I forgot to toss out Altheus, but oh well. He's here somewhere.
You can be fine.
In spirit.
All right,
Oh no.
Bran, you're up.
Cool.
Currently,
I'm
you
gonna
are
do
in
the
a
one
fog
thing.
cloud.
I'm here.
Oh, sorry, my bad. My bad. Just
You're good.
Just lucky.
Let's see. I'm gonna do the one thing that I'm okay at, and we're gonna go up here and. There's a door open
Currently,
toward
the
me,
dog would have half cover, as Dink is currently in the door.
and that's like what +2 to AC, and
Sure.
I think right. Oh well, I'm trying to remember. Okay.
1 second. Yeah, half cover is +2.
Okay. Well. Yeah. Fuck it. We're gonna do this. Nothing in trying to beat it the fuck up. Can we teleport behind it?
Are you attempting to teleport into the room?
Like, as in, can I see into the room from where I currently am?
You can see, but it's well lit.
Okay, neat. So yeah, we're not doing that. I guess we're just gonna punch it and kick it.
All right.
So we're gonna big ol' fucking slash
12 misses.
and another slash
15 just misses.
and a bonus action slash and that misses
14
too.
just misses.
Cool. And we're gonna just sit there and be like, fuck nuts, and then end a turn.
All right. I believe that is Lucky's turn. Zach?
You know what? I should have gotten +3 to my initiative roll. But
Okay.
I mean, we could skip it.
What
because
is
I
your
forgot,
what was your
but
initiative
for next time.
previously, and what is it now?
It was, I believe it was 15. Let me check.
No, it was 13.
No,
And
13.
that would bring him up to a 16.
Was that better than you and Dink?
I think.
All right. Just in
No,
the
bring it
future,
to a 15.
just in the future, remember to have it. For now, we'll keep it as what we have, just so it's
All
not
right, sounds
confusing. But go ahead.
Yeah. So I wanted to take 2 steps backwards. So
Alright.
I'm Lucky's gonna close his eyes and just walk backwards 2 steps. So he's right here. Turn around. I'm gonna take out my my short bow.
All right.
Shoot him with my short bow.
Shooting what? Are you
Oh,
shooting
I
this
have arrows in my.
this dog?
Huh?
Are you shooting this hellhound?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
will say it currently has
The one that had
3/4
pursuit.
cover as you are trying to shoot through Bran, Dink, and hit the dog.
Holy shit.
If you,
You can hold
See.
an action too.
alternatively, you
I-
don't. You
I
do have
guess
the
I'll
ability to
hold it.
aim. No, that works too. Yeah.
You do.
Then I'll hold the attack. Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is, if you feel like you can't do anything right now, you can plan an action for later. Like if you see something approach, or if Bran moves out of the way and you don't have a first shot, like shit like that. Like
Okay.
you can plan your moves ahead of time. You just have to say what the trigger is and what the move is.
I see.
As
Then
long
in
as you
that
have a
case,
clear,
I'm gonna-
defined trigger, you can hold an action.
Then my
Any
trigger is
one
gonna
action.
be. Who am I standing in right now? Is that Bran?
Yep.
No, you're
in that
currently
case, I'm
standing
gonna
with
wait.
Jakai.
Oh,
Jakai is
yeah, should go.
on your head.
I'm on top of
Well,
this.
he's on my head, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna wait for a clear shot. I'm gonna hold my attack, so the trigger is when I have a clear shot.
All right, cool. All right, after that is going to be dog number 1. All right. Let me just make sure.
Please stays lost.
Fog cloud is not darkness, so. Huh.
True.
True.
It is not.
Okay.
So yeah.
So, you all watch as, coming from the shadows, a second hellhound comes over. It looks at both, at Lucky, who is holding his aim at the dog's companion, and it is going to unleash a fire breath, or flame breath attack. Yeah, fire breath. 15-foot
Am I
cone
allowed
in
to
front of
use
it.
a reaction?
Yeah, you should be.
I mean, I'm asking.
It would lose your held action. You would lose
That's
your held
fine.
action, but
I
you
don't
can
want to get
use
hit by
your
this.
action, I think.
What are you reacting to? What?
God
I
damn.
mean, I don't know the extent of what my reaction can be, whether it's to attack him or if I can jump away, I'll do that too.
You have a reaction as a rogue called Uncanny Dodge. If you take damage from a source that you can see, you can reduce the damage you take by half.
Sorry,
Okay, then
I'm
I guess
confused. You're trying to just avoid it, like with a reaction? What?
Well, I want to know what my options are if I can.
As a reaction,
avoid it,
not
or if
much. I mean, like Ryan said, you have uncanny dodge, but beyond that, there's no innate ability to just jump out of the way.
If
That
you
would be-
get
that'd
7th
be-
level
that'd be
rogue,
kinda crazy.
if you get 7th level rogue, you have evasion, which gives you was it? I believe it's if you succeed on a dexterity check, you don't take any damage at all. If you fail, you take half damage.
You
Oh,
are
wow.
seventh level rogue.
All right, then. Never mind, I guess.
So, guys,
I have evasion, but it's when I'm subjected to an effect that makes me make a dex save.
well, if you had let me finish the thing I was saying, it is. So the hound exhales fire in a 15-foot cone. Each creature must make a DC 12 dex save, or take a certain amount of damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. So, in a 15-foot
Am I
cone,
rolling a dex save?
huh? So in a 15-foot cone, let's. 15.
Here, here.
So just narrowly
Oh, you're
missing,
trying to get those two? Okay.
narrowly missing Bran and Dink, but getting Lucky, Jakai, as well as Kilby. I would like each of you to make deck saves. Kilby, 11.
Shit.
Alright.
Sorry, I can't find the dexterity. for
You're
the
good.
rat, and
Well, since you're sitting on me, should
That is not, no.
no.
You would not carry over his dexterity,
Oh.
Dude,
unfortunately.
I don't know why I can't fucking find it. I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second.
You're totally fine. Just Chase, it should just be on the main page.
There we go.
Just click on your dexterity.
No, he's
No,
looking
I'm
for
a
the
rat.
rat
I
stat.
have to use
Oh,
dexterity
yeah,
for
yeah.
rat. Great. I'm glad I wasted all
A rat
Sorry,
has a
buddy.
dexterity of
that time. And I rolled a
0.
19. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, everybody.
No worries. All right.
My laptop died. I never let my laptop turn on, ever.
Okay. So everyone who did not make the save, or the DC is 12. So Kilby,
Damn
you
it.
fail. Everyone else saves. Kilby, you take 17 points of fire damage. Jakai, you take 8, and I believe Lucky with I'm pretty sure you take 0, considering you have like evasion or something.
Yeah. Evasion. If he has a dex save and he passes it, 0 damage.
Yep.
Nice.
So yeah.
That sucks.
All right.
Singed a little bit. Hamburger finger.
Yes.
I'm not a rat anymore.
So yeah, Jakai, you manifest in the space next to Lucky as a full lizard.
No, full lizard on these bitches.
All right. Let me just
On
make
a
sure.
crocodile rock day world, baby.
Crocodile rocking.
How did the hellhound turn the doorknob and open the door?
It burst through
Smell.
the door. It did not turn the door down.
Oh yeah.
Full on Kool-Aid Man.
I thought you
Alright.
said you heard the door turn.
Dude, if there's a handle on the door, I could see that.
No. All right. Up next, that is the dog's turn. Jakai, you're up.
Alright. Well,
like
I'm
an
gonna
emo
hop on over
Scooby-Doo.
here. Yeah. And I'm just gonna fucking hit him with a wrench.
All right. 23 hits.
Boom!
That'll be
My god.
8 points of bludgeoning.
Nice.
Nice. All right. Nice.
That's, yeah.
Nice.
That's it.
All right. Is that your turn?
I don't
Nice.
have any more turns. Yeah.
All right.
Can't
Up
do
next is
anything
going to be Pete. What are you doing?
Right. I actually use my net on this one to try to restrain him.
You trying to get your net on this one?
Yeah.
All right. You have proficiency with nets, correct?
Yeah, I think it's a +5. Oh,
One moment.
yeah. No, let's have a look there.
Net. All right. So it's range thrown. It is martial. But I believe you have proficiency with it since you are a fisher. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. So hit by the net. All right. Make a net attack.
What's the? Is it +5? That's what I have here.
I assume so. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I believe it's dex.
Net.
21 hits.
I just found.
All right. Nice.
What
It's
is your
just-
what is your net made out of, by the way?
Ooh.
I hadn't even thought of that, honestly.
Sorry.
Hmm.
You hit it.
Yeah.
As you actually also it still has half cover, but +2 does not. Yeah, with your
Yep.
roll, it still hits.
Okay.
So it is restrained.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Yeah, so its speed is 0. Attack rolls have advantage against it, and the creature has disadvantage on attacks.
Like my player level, or is it the spell level? Level?
However, as you toss your net over it, Pete, you watch as some of the frayed edges start to light.
Okay.
So you can see your net. Most likely, if this continues to restrain it, might be destroyed by the fire.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind. All right, Pete, is that your turn?
Well, I was thinking
Yeah.
about the
I just yell out,
bonus action.
"Hey, Dave, you got this, man!" And I give him
All right, inspiration. All right. So the dog, being restrained, is going to writhe in pain and just. This one is going to also unleash up its breath weapon. So I need.
Is it?
Oh, you're moving over there?
That's right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Gotcha. No worries. All right. So it's going to unleash its breath weapon this way. I'll say. Wait, where's Dink? Yeah. All right. So it's going to get Dink, Kilby, and Bran. I need you all to make dex saves, please.
Cool. Do I technically have half cover as well?
It's a saving throw. You would have half cover, so that would mean you have advantage on it. Or sorry, it's just a +2. My bad.
Cool.
Oh, sheesh. Nice.
All of you save pretty handily.
Nice.
So you take. You all take 10 points of fire damage
Ew.
as this breath weapon is erupted from it. Pete, do you know if your net has any stats, or is it
If you deal 5 slashing damage,
I will say that the net is now up in flames.
oh son of a bitch. Yeah, that's
Sorry,
fair.
man.
No,
Good
fair,
idea.
fair.
I will say it is still restrained for at least another round,
Okay.
but net gone.
Net be gone. Yeah.
Net gone. All right, Kilby, you're up. Net gone.
So upset about what just happened. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on the one that's in the doorway of my
All right.
spiritual weapon.
It currently has half cover.
Ooh. If I move, that would change that, huh?
It's hard because Dink is currently in the doorway. That's what's causing the half cover.
Alright, well. God damn. Where's Lucky's right here. Ow. Where's the just move over here. Okay. Here. And then I guess I'll just have my spiritual weapon attack it again.
All right. Roll to attack, please. Uh, 8 does not hit.
The creature is restrained, right?
That is correct.
So,
yeah,
I believe that he
thank
gets
you.
advantage.
It does. So that would be an 18. So that does hit. Takes 6 points of force damage. Thank you, Ryan. Sorry.
You're right.
So many things happening in my head simultaneously, so please keep me on my toes. Thank you. All right. Kilby, you do anything else with your turn?
Oh, other than panicking? No.
All right. I believe up next is going to be Dink. Dinkathan.
Dink, please.
Ollie, I think you're muted.
You're muted, my guy.
I muted, my bad. I've been talking the entire time. Shit.
Ollie's just like
You can't
joking
con-
to himself the entire time. Like,
Basically, yeah.
oh no.
Do you think I can move in here without causing anything or no?
Oh,
Um,
never mind.
You can try. Make an acrobatics check.
Okay. Oh wait, okay, we're good at acrobat. We can acrobat.
10. You manage to jump through. However, you fall flat. You use all of your movement.
That's
you use
okay.
all your movement to get back up.
That's okay. Also hit it
All right.
with my rapier.
20 hits.
25, 25 and 15.
Why 20? Oh yeah. Sorry, advantage. So
Yeah.
25 and 15 just misses.
Just damn. We just misses.
Its AC is 15.
Oh, you're right.
So you go
I
to
see.
defender. All right.
17.
Uh,
Then bonus
so
action.
that was 12 damage, correct?
Yeah, just 12.
All right. You stab multiple times into this writhing mass of fire and brimstone. You see that it is pretty deeply hurt.
Nice. Good to know.
All right.
I just don't just cast a quick healing word on myself at first level. Just like breathe in, breathe out.
All right.
Yeah. 1d4.
All right.
Love to see it.
Big ribs.
Yeah.
All right, Bran, you're up.
Cool. Second verse, same as the first.
Creature no longer has half cover.
Cool. I have advantage, and that's that. So we got sneak attack
19.
on that bitch.
All right. How would you
17
how would
damage
you
in
like to
total.
destroy this one?
Yeah.
Pretty unceremonious. Just gonna draw the blade and jam it into the thing's skull.
All right. So Dink, first and foremost, you are front row and center to watch Bran just violently grab this thing by its like by the net, and you watch it just jam a dagger into its head. The writhing.
Oh no, he's using the wrist blade.
Oh, so sorry, my bad.
You good?
The wrist blade. You watch as the writhing mass of fire and brimstone suddenly halts, and Bran and Dink, you watch as it suddenly starts to shift violently and writhe, but in a different motion. You watch as the form of the Hellhound shifts, and you see suddenly a humanoid standing there, dead.
Oh shit.
Interesting.
In the garb of a lower acolyte of the Temple of God.
Shit.
I see.
Well, seeing this, Bran's gonna do that, and he's gonna look at his blade for a second and go, he's gonna take a breath and go, fuck! And with that, since that other fucker is dead, he's going to move over here. And can I, as a extra attack, pull up the bow and go, bing?
Yeah, free action to switch weapons.
Alright, bet. So we're doing that.
At least once per round, you can switch weapons. I will say.
Bet.
Multiple
short
if
bow.
you're like going for like, I pull out my dagger and then I pull out my bow and then I pull out my short sword all in a
Yeah,
round,
it's
I
fucking
will say-
Skyrim up in this hoe.
I will say no, but like you can switch your weapon at least once.
All right, bet.
Welcome to all your Fortnite.
We're doing.
So it currently has half cover as Lucky and Jakai are there, but a 21 still hits.
Ooh.
6 points of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right.
And then we don't have a bonus action for that one yet, so we're just gonna hold off on that.
All right. That's your turn?
That will end his turn.
All right. Lucky, you are up.
So the first question I have is Booming Blade, the thing I pinged earlier.
Sure.
I can put it back in chat if you want.
I
Is
can
that-
just- I
can
read
I
it.
cast that twice?
Can you cast it twice?
Because I get 2 attacks, so I'm curious. If this Booming
So first of
Blade
all,
is one
you can
attack.
only cast one spell a turn.
Yes.
Okay. So, all right.
So your casting time
So
is
it
one
would have
action.
to be just in a. Sorry.
You brandish the weapon use.
I think there are some feats that allow you to cast one spell for his main action as a bonus action you do a cantrip, but I don't know if you have that.
Yeah.
I
Like you
do
could
not.
do.
So
you could do like a spell.
I believe you cast Booming Blade and you make a weapon attack.
All right, then I'll do that. I'll cast Booming Blade and then make
Brandish the
attack
weapon.
with my rapier.
Make a melee attack with it against one creature within 5 feet of you. Like, hit the target. Yeah. Okay. So you are attempting to
Alright.
hit the Hellhound in front of you with Booming Blade.
Correct.
All right. Roll a melee attack with your weapon. 14 does not hit, unfortunately.
Tough. Then I'm gonna use my bonus to use Rabbit Hot.
All right.
And I think I'm just gonna
Is
jump
the mist?
behind Jakai.
Sorry, one question. Is the mist a concentration? Or yeah, up to an hour. Okay. You're good.
What was that?
Sorry, I was just checking the mist spell you have up currently.
Is it concentration?
It is, but I mean you're fine.
Okay, cool.
I was
then
I
I'm
was just
gonna- I
for
think I'm
my
just gonna hop
clarification.
behind you.
All right.
I got you.
Yeah. All right.
And then now at my turn.
Cool. Up next is going to be the Hellhound in front of you.
I should not have fucking stayed there. Oh well.
All right. So it's going to look out at you, sort of breathes a little bit. You see a little bit of flame kind of dissipate from its mouth and just breathes in, and it goes for a bite at Jakai. All right. That's going to be a 21 to hit.
Yep.
All right. It's going to be 7 points of piercing and 5 points of fire damage as this hellhound bites into your upper arm. Bad doggy.
I don't know why they just remind me of fucking Timmy. So
All right. But on that note, Jakai, it is your turn.
All right. Well, I'm gonna swing down on him with my wrench. You're like, get the fuck off me, mate.
22 hits. 9 points of bludgeoning.
Yep. And then I'm going to where is it? I'm gonna use Hungry Jaws. and I'm gonna make a bite attack. To try for my bonus attack to try to get health back.
All right. 11 does not hit, unfortunately. Takes 9 points of bludgeoning for the round. It's looking hurt. Up next is going to be Pete.
Okay. Alright, seeing the other Hellhound, it turned back into a human. He casts sleep roughly over here, like far enough away that only the Hellhound would be affected by it.
Can you... Is it a point you can see for sleep?
Can I see him?
Well, the thing is, there's a mist cloud behind him. That's the only thing. So
yeah,
put sleep in chat real quick. I think you're fine, but let me just make sure.
Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected.
Okay, yeah, a point you choose. You do not have to see it.
Okay. 5d8.
23.
23.
You watch as 1 second. Yeah, you watch as Pete. Describe how you cast your spell, please.
I just like, shh. No more fighting. Sleep now. Just like it. You can tell he uses a lot on his kids.
I half expected a lullaby.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. Like,
I should have got
Pete, with his hurdy-gurdy, takes out this. He takes out his hurdy-gurdy, kind of points it at the Hellhound, similar to how a gunslinger would, and just and just you watch as this almost fairy dust-esque magical energy flows over, and you watch the Hellhound kind of stutter there for a second and just flop over.
hell yeah. Works every time.
Is talking an action that can only happen on your turn?
We are currently out of combat, so we're fine.
Okay.
Oh.
Right next to each other.
Why does...
You guys... These, not that it matters now, these are the clergy members. The people outside, yeah, they're still just people. Transformed, yes, but they're still people. If we kill them, we're killing people.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I guess-
That's why I made him sleep. This should last 1 minute, roughly. So we
Oh,
should
shit.
Skedaddle.
Agreed, let's go. Yeah, not
guess
that it's
I'll
gonna
take
matter now
points
anyways.
I'll be up there with you.
Yeah.
I'll closely fall right behind you.
No,
Yeah, I would say.
Can we, like, lock him in one of the rooms?
Sure. You can, like, drag the body into, like, this room, let's say.
Can I get some help? I'm kind of weak. Like, please?
I gotcha.
Please.
Alright.
I'll help you, mate.
Alright,
Yes,
thank you.
While looking in
I
that
got it.
room as well, you see sort of slumped up against one of the... oh God, come on. Reveal all the area. Not that. Stop. Sorry. Slumped up against one of the, like, one of the beds is another body. Terribly mauled.
This is gonna be a fun fucking day after we clear this shit up.
So they may have been people, but they also were murderers.
Yep.
So-
Anybody who would like to make an Arcana check?
Ooh,
I
yeah,
would love to make an Arcana check, actually.
I will.
I'll make
We
one.
can ask. Ka-chow! And I got a 20, not a
And-
23. I'm not rolling for advantage.
Yeah.
No.
You got a one.
Kilby's panicked out of his mind.
So he's having a panic attack. All right. So Bran and Pete, you guys are familiar enough with the polymorph spell and similarly how this would work. It polymorph affects the mind and body. So you would take a guess that after being transformed into this fiend, it kind of instinctually would or it would follow the instincts of the fiend.
So it sounds like what we need to do is, well, not that we're gonna have time to do so now. Oh yeah, can we like move the token of the dog into the room and then
Yeah.
just close the door, like lock it somehow?
Yeah, you're good.
All right, cool. Yeah. On that note, I think. But first off, let's keep walking, and I'll
Yeah.
tell you what's going on.
Let's
Um,
keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the polymorph. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this thing was this guy was changed, and instinctually just kind of started eating. As you do as a hellhound. So
There is one distinct difference, however, that you noticed. Generally, when a polymorphed individual is slain in their polymorphed form, they would revive, or they would revert back to their regular form and take damage over it. However, when you killed that first hellhound, it appeared to also kill the individual that it previously was.
cool. We're relaying this to the party. And on that note, I don't think we have the ability to change them all back. If we did, that'd be fantastic. But we have more pressing matters right now, so
Do you
you're
think
all
if you
aware.
dispel the polymorph, that they would just, not turn back, but they just be a dead body?
Is that a fair guess, Liam?
Sorry, are you asking?
I'm asking
I'm
you as a
asking-
DM.
No, I was
Yeah,
I was
I'm
asking
asking
Ale
Bran.
to clarify what he was saying
Oh, if I cast Dispel Magic on a person,
on one of the
will
fiends.
that on one of the fiends, yes. Will it turn back to a person? Will it turn back to a dead body?
As far as you know, it killing the thing appears to kill the individual as well.
Okay.
Okay. You have no idea if dispelling the polymorph would just turn him back to a person. You could certainly try.
Okay. But Dispel Magic would, dispel the fiendish polymorph.
Most likely.
Okay,
You
cool.
could certainly try.
Okay. That is an idea. Dinks just gonna
Jared,
be
you're
like,
muted.
Gerard.
Yeah, I think I'll save that for my kids later.
That might be a good call. First off, make sure that
Yeah.
they're not demons.
Yeah.
All right. Let's continue the massacre.
Now I'm thinking, as we go through here, maybe if we can whittle down their health, and then I can just cast sleep, or whoever can cast sleep on them to
I'd be interested to be the stealth.
put them down for a little bit. Let us through without killing everyone we see, you know?
Could try, yeah.
Alright. So as you guys start walking down the stairs, I'd like a group stealth check, please. Everyone roll stealth. We need more positives than negatives.
Oh boy.
What?
Doable.
Oh, this ain't good.
Boy.
Oh,
boy.
my god.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
Doing
It's coming up. Coming up,
Nat
y'all. I
20.
don't know why.
No.
What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got?
13,
Come on, dude.
5.
Coming up. It's coming up.
Oh,
Nat 20,
God.
please. That's 20, please. That's 20, please.
I pressed it. It's loading at this point. Oh, there we go.
No!
11.
Oh my god.
That's gonna be fun.
You suck.
That is more failures, or actually, wait, no. That is evenly split. Failures and successes.
Reroll?
Do we need
I
one
would
more?
like one person to roll a d20 for me.
Oh wait.
Oh my god.
Can
So
I please roll this?
Never mind.
Oh my god.
Lucky.
This is gonna be fun.
So I will say Dink's roll of an 8 is a failure. So you guys
Hey,
think
Oh,
you
yeah.
are stealthy, but who knows? As you are climbing down the stairs,
We're doing like the like.
you're doing the very Scooby-Doo-esque.
Doo-doo.
Shit. 1 sec.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Headphones keep coming out.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
A very Pink Panther-esque. Yeah. Da-da-da-da.
We're even making the noise.
You guys make your way down the stairs to the main hall. Down here, you can see a number of guards, guard bodies, or bodies of the Church of Gond, or from members. You
Oh
can
shit! That reminds me.
Would I be?
I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead. I'm sorry. My bad.
Sorry,
Oh
what?
no, you can go. I'll go after you.
Did Alpheus make his check?
For what?
Stealth.
Yes, thank you.
Damn.
He
Nice.
Nope, he
did
failed.
not.
Nice.
He did
Shit.
not.
Sick.
Obvious go.
Sick.
Damn. Well, okay.
Says Jeff.
With the shot.
Hey.
Stumpy.
Hey now. Hey now. This is not on him.
We kill him.
Not on
We're
him.
just a shit party in general, and we blame
4 of
every
you,
person
or
that
3 of you failed miserably. Actually, yeah, 3 of you failed miserably. 2 of you. 1
I
failed.
would
Yeah.
like.
1 was close
I
to
would
fail.
like to make a perception check, ongoing perception check for the demony scent. I know it will not be at advantage because I'm not a rat anymore, but
All right.
still.
I will tell you what you
Or
see
signs of
in
demon.
a second. I'm just gonna take a quick break. I just need to use the bathroom.
Same.
Oh,
I'll be.
no.
Yeah. Quick 5-10 minute break, real quick.
What was that roll that I did?
You just failed us.
Bro, I was the only one that passed.
You
with
failed
flying
us.
colors. I passed with flying colors.
Why didn't you
That
just
one
fail it? Would have been a more
puts in the dirt.
spectacular roll.
Then that one put us in the dirt. Watch, I'm gonna roll on nat 20 right here. Nope. What?
If you need to, take a second now. Get some beer. Because I know you said in the past you don't have
Oh, yeah. No, that's a good call. Thank you very much. Let me stand up and fucking.
Oh, my leg just popped. I'm so high.
What's on you?
Hi. Oh wait, you want us on mute? Jesus Christ. Can you, Chase? You have.
God, Orion.
Eh.
I just found out another person left my old workplace.
Oh shit!
down to-
Nice.
They're down to about a third their like old staff.
Hell yeah.
Well, 4 people. They're down to 4 people right now.
Fuck them. They can have less.
Oh, they're fucking themselves over. Let me tell you, God.
Oh yeah. It's gonna get worse.
Yeah. They are the deep shit.
I know what you mean. We have new privates that came in, and they're trying to figure out what's going on. Still, we're trying to help them out a little bit, but we have lost about 77% of our manpower in our platoon. So they are
Holy
currently,
shit.
yeah, we're currently. I'm about to make it 80%. So
How the fuck?
nobody wants to be here anymore. The shit's too stupid.
Wait, are people not signing up for the army, or like
For
they're
yeah,
not
people enlistment numbers are at a record low.
good? Well, sorry.
Nobody
Good.
wants to
Yeah.
fucking get into a fight with Russia. Nobody wants to do any of that kind of shit.
Yeah. No. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Hot damn.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Could be a lot worse. But at the same time, hopefully the commander will figure out what the fuck is going on and start making changes. More than likely, it's going to be no. He's just going to punish people that are currently there for not saying, hey, why did you guys say their unit was shit?
Wait, are you able to sign up for units?
No, but you are able to influence other people with what you say and what you do. So if you tell somebody who comes into the military, hey, congrats, you just came to a shit show, you came to a shithole, as, hey, congrats, you came to the pride and joy of the army, you better enjoy it, you know?
Yeah.
It does have a difference in morale. Sure, you're gonna have your own unique experiences and shit,
Yeah.
but people adapt to their environments and they adapt to the what do you call it, overall vibe, if you want to call it that
Yeah.
people are
No,
putting
that's
out.
fair.
So
Yeah.
if more people like, or at least pretend to like the unit, then in theory you'd have a more positive environment.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
Yeah.
shit. I left because of the vibe essentially. You
Yeah.
know. Like, I mean, I was in the end, I was just like covering people who couldn't make it, and just doing that, it was like stress out of my mind, you know.
Yeah.
So
Oh snap! Hold on, let me add this motherfucking noise. And we already got motherfucking noise. Shit. Okay.
Hello.
Right then, what's all this? What's all this then?
Oh why? Oh why?
What?
What?
Bloodborne. Bloodburn.
What's that?
SOS. Tiempo.
Alright. Everybody good?
Yep.
Alright. Alright. So as you guys make your way down the stairs, perhaps not as stealthy as you would like, you see a number of bodies on the floor, both blue stripes as well as acolytes of Gond. Mostly you see lower level members of the church. You know, people that are probably like closer to commoners than you know, people who have worked their way up in the church. Most of the bodies of the blue stripes appear to be mauled pretty heavily, or there's the occasional one that looks like it was stabbed or otherwise killed, probably through the similar means to how Bran took care of the fiend. As you guys are making your way downstairs, you see a small group of guards sort of huddled together, phalanx style, just like looking around. For a brief second, you're like, "Oh, they don't see us. They don't see us." And then one makes eye contact with you, and just halt. What do we do? What do we do now? Are you guys good? What's
Yeah, we good, mate.
No, we're fucking
good?
demon dog. Yes, we're good.
look?
We mean you no harm. We mean you no harm. Don't worry.
All right.
You mind telling us what's going on around here?
Do you think we fucking know? Look, we come over here
I was
to
hoping
like
you could tell us.
Jesus, not gods.
Let's just roll
We,
it.
you see the middle one sort of like puts his shield
hit?
down,
He's
like
good.
just hesitantly looking around, still just starts to make his way across the room. Look, we were over here just questioning some of the church members in a suspected bombing, and then all of a sudden this gas came up. A couple of the guys
listen,
started.
mate.
What's up?
No offense. Oi. No offense. But we're just gonna like keep doing what we're doing, if that's all right with you.
Oh,
What are you doing?
We're gonna go fix this shit. You can come with us if you want.
I think I'm good. I don't know who you are or what you're doing. Truthfully,
know, actually-
I don't really
Wait.
trust you guys. You look like some
Actually-
wanted posters, but not in the position to do anything. So I'm just gonna,
Actually,
Yeah,
though,
all right.
sir,
yeah. What's up?
if you come with us, it would be very grateful, and we would really appreciate it. Please.
I'm
You're
positive you're on a wanted poster. But again, not in a position to do anything about it. We are three.
All right, peace out, mate.
We are 3 foot soldiers, basically just fighting for our lives here. Good luck,
Damn it.
I guess, if you are trying to, make this thing stop.
Stumpy, let's go. Where are we fucking
Yeah.
going?
Oh,
Man, back
that
in-
reminds me.
Man, back in
Go ahead,
formation.
Mom.
Damn. Wow.
Sorry, yes, Brent.
So, I was gonna say, so now that they do recognize us all from the fucking wanted posters,
They recognize Dink at the very least.
because Bran is wearing his mask.
Guys,
Beyond that,
Yeah.
no one.
Dink
no
is
witnesses.
Yeah.
by far the
Gotta
most
kill 'em all.
recognizable, as he has had the most run-ins with the guards.
Yeah. that
Jakai
makes
probably
sense.
secondary, and maybe a character that looks like Bran.
Because I'm bringing this up because Bran is in fact wearing his mask.
Yes.
It,
A masked
yes,
individual
yeah.
is on the wanted posters too, Ryan.
I know the reason I'm saying mask is obviously to emphasize that, but
Yeah.
I was asking, is the mask that's represented in the wanted posters similar to
Yes.
the one that Bran has?
Yes.
Okay.
It's very much.
He's gonna unsheath his knife and just say, "No witnesses."
No, it's
Cool.
Christ.
Let's not
No,
let's
no.
not fight more than we need to.
Stumpy. Which way are we going?
What was that?
It was nothing. Have a good day.
Oh, okay. Not having a good one so
she's
far,
back
but
in.
I appreciate the optimism.
If you can, non-lethal damage on these things.
Look, bro, I'm gonna be honest. We're just trying to survive. Our captain got eaten, like straight up eaten.
What a pussy.
Stumpy.
Damn.
Stumpy. Let's fucking go. Take us. What direction are we going? I'm gonna grab Alpheus by the fucking shoulder. I'm gonna be like, let's fucking go.
All right,
Point us in the right
hold
direction.
the fuck
Let's
on. Hey,
get the fuck out of here.
hey. I get the urgency, but I resent the name Stumpy. Fuck you.
I'm sorry, Peggy. Let's go.
You don't like my nickname, Green Man?
Peggy.
I'm not
Alright, this
moving
hit the
until I get
time.
an apology. I'm a
Yeah,
petty fuck.
apology.
I will
I'm very sorry about
straight up end the world for an apology.
I'm very sorry about that, mate, but your name is too long to say, so I need a nickname for you.
Fine.
Just call him Al. Honestly.
You can call me
Oh.
Al. That works. I don't care.
Ellie, let's get fucking moving on.
Fucking Christ. Fucking gods. Okay. Let's go. And he starts to pick up the pace. Slight jog. He takes you guys down the familiar stairs you have previously gone to. As you guys are leaving, by the way, you hear... And you hear... Oh gods, it's coming back! As the... you hear
Oh,
a familiar
no.
voice.
Good call.
Yeah.
Go.
You do hear sounds of a fight. But by the time you guys hear that, you are down into
Dude, you offered.
the first story
I
basement.
did. Yeah.
As you are entering this space, it's a familiar space to you. There's a number of small cubicle-esque workspaces. Altheus kind of goes over to one, the one he previously had shown you. Sort of rummages around for a second, pulls out a small file, like a file holder. Pulls out a file. You can clearly see it says Project Phoenix. And he just says, "Anybody got a light?"
Light my hand on fire.
All right. Here, and he hands it to you. The hand outstretched with the fire, and it starts to immediately go up. All right. So that's taken
That it?
care of. Up next, the actual device. All right. I will preface this with, I think I know where it is. I was not told, as that is a security risk, but there aren't many places for it to be in the vault.
Please tell me it wasn't on the document you just burned.
No.
Okay.
No, those were just my Those were just my blueprints.
I just want to be sure.
All right. So the vault is a couple levels beneath us. There's a few stages of security that we cycle through occasionally. Again, I'm not fully sure on all of them, as it's on a need-to-know basis. But I'm confident we can get past. Let's go. He sort of starts jogging off again.
Hey,
Well, I think
hey, Liam.
Yeah, what's up?
Liam DM. When I was handed that document, was Stumpy's hand facing the correct direction? Or was his hand facing backwards?
Yes.
His hand was facing the correct direction.
Guys, keep an eye out. If we go the right way and we get there and we're being followed, shit could go bad.
Sure thing.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it, mate. I'll keep an eye.
Actually, yeah, that's valid. That's a valid.
Anyone check illusions, anything like that?
Oh,
I
you
have
know,
anything-
I got pretty good eyes, but I don't know much about the Arcana.
Okay.
I think
I know a little bit.
A little bit about it.
A little bit about
We'll
it.
just keep heading, and if we see something, let's say something.
You see something, say something.
Yeah.
Question regarding invisibility for the DM.
Yes.
With the invisibility spell, if it's not a class feature and it's indeed a spell, would tiny pupils still need to be visible for the person casting the spell? That way, light can still pass through it, or light can still actually
You're
be
asking
interpreted by this fucking
specifically
thing.
as in it's like. Did you watch EXU Calamity?
No, actually.
Okay. The exact same thing you were talking about was described as somebody seeing somebody that's invisible. So.
Oh shit! I know. Was that? Hold on. Was that one of Brandon Mulligan's games?
Yes.
I fucking love that dude. But no, I haven't seen it.
But regardless, if you roll high enough on a perception check, or perception or investigation, you can see somebody that's invisible. There are
Okay.
definitely signs of it being there,
Yeah.
but you have to roll pretty high.
Okay. Bet. Because I was asking in case number one brand new and number two you could relate to the party if they see it.
I mean, Bran has never experienced that, but theoretically it's possible.
Okay. From the bits of invisibility I'm aware of, and it makes sense to me, you'd still need to keep your eyes at least somewhat visible. You can cast invisibility. If you see a floating pair of eyes, well, obviously that means that something is there.
It's not specifically the eyes, but the actual pupils itself, as the
Okay.
light has to refract into them to actually see.
Right. Bran doesn't. Well, I guess he does know what pupils are. Yeah. Okay. So, if you see pupils or little tiny
Like,
two floating black dots, so
eyes
one,
angry.
you know,
Never
just
light at night.
yeah. Yeah. Keep an eye out, please. No
Keep
pun
an
intended.
eye.
Sure.
All right.
Okay. You guys ready to move?
Ready?
So you guys enter a small spiral staircase, no wider than like 5 feet in diameter. Or sorry, not in diameter, but in radius. As it starts to spiral down. 20 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet down. It gets noticeably colder the further you go down. You end up at a door with gilded brass, ornate filigree. Alpheus sort of struggles with the doorknob for a second. God, it's stiff. And opens the door gently, looking in, making sure nothing is out of ordinary. Everybody good back there?
Yeah, still coming.
Good on, Alfie.
All right.
Yeah.
I think we're clear in here. I don't smell anything. I don't smell any demons or anything like that. Jakai, you clocking anything?
I don't know, am I?
Make a check.
Or would you? Oh, do I get to roll an active perception?
26. You peek your head in the room. It's a rather small, approximately 20 by 20 room. In the center, there's a small dais with a raised dais with what looks like a stone platform on the top. Beyond that, it's a pretty uneventful room. Across the hall or across the room, you see another very beautiful gilded brass door, similar design to the one you're currently looking or like hiding behind. Above it, you see a number of runes that look. Jukai, you read Dwarven, correct?
I do.
All right. You can see that there is a number system on top that, in very old, old Dwarven, you can see 15 through 1, sort of following the arch of the door.
I'm sorry, following the arch of the door that we just walked in?
No, on the other side of the room.
On the other side? Okay, okay. Alright, it looks like the coast is clear. We're all good to head in. There's a numbering system over there on the other side. Would you know what number this is catalogued under, Alfie? By chance?
Sorry, you say what number this is cataloged under?
Yeah, well, I don't know. You see that over there? There's a numbering system over there.
Yeah, that's just 15 through 1. Above the door. I'm not sure what you mean by numbering system.
I don't know. Why is it over there?
Is
It
it
looks
a
like
puzzle of
it's
some
a
sort?
17 line.
I think so. I don't truly know, if I'm being honest.
Don't you work here?
Yeah, but are you familiar with how a vault works? You know, few people are supposed to know how it works, so, you know, it's the most secure.
I thought you said you were one of the top dogs around here.
What's the...
I'm one of the smartest, but that also does not mean I am endowed with a lot of responsibilities. Mostly because I am what's the word? Easily swayed with certain encouragements, if you catch my meaning.
I guess some good pussy will do that to you.
Look, all I'm saying is I have my vices, but but yeah, I'm by no means
You really
like.
let me down here, Alfie.
What do you want from me? What do you want from me here, Lucky?
I just want to go find this machine, man.
So the fuck do I. But like, look, I'm not omniscient. I don't know what I don't know. Okay. God.
Hey, man. I just.
on a PMA.
we're just gonna go on and on, man. We should just try to figure this out.
Yeah.
What's in the middle of the room again?
So.
Give a description of the middle of the room again.
Sure. So it's a roughly 15 by 15 square room. Center of the room is a small raised dais with a small stone platform on it. On the other side of the room, there is another door, similar design to the one you came through, except over the arch of the door, there is a numbering of 15 through 1.
We'll go walk over to this middle thing.
All right.
Alright, well, actually, what does the ground look like?
Ground looks.
You said it's a 15 by 15.
Yeah. Ground looks just stone in nature. Looks pretty. I mean, like, it looks like ground. It doesn't look
ground.
trapped or anything like that.
Check the ground for traps. Okay.
Is there
Yeah, I'll go
anything
walk
on the
over.
dais?
No, but upon further inspection,
Roll
you
initiative.
could probably assume that the top of the dais it looks separated from the actual like rest of it that you probably could push it down.
Okay.
Oh. I want to push it down.
You push it, and the lights in the room suddenly turn to a dark red, and you see above the door the rune indicating 15 suddenly glows. Then 14. Then 13.
Oh.
Shit.
Then
Everyone out.
12,
Oh my god.
Oh,
Then 10.
run again. Run away.
Wait,
nine.
no.
Oh my God.
I'm
I'll
running
turn the
away.
dice.
I'm running
What if
away.
I turn
I'm running
dice?
away. I'm
We're
running
gonna
away.
stop freaking out. We have to go here
You
anyway.
can't really turn it,
Yeah.
but in the process of
Okay.
doing that, you press it again, and you watch 15, 14,
Oh,
Ah.
okay.
13, 12, 11.
What?
I see it now. So the number that you're
Nine.
stopping on when you push it on, that's the number being
Eight.
selected.
I see.
7, 6,
Except
Six,
now that we
5, you press it again,
I'm gonna hit it on
15.
5.
14, 13.
How the fuck we get another
We gotta
combination?
figure this
Okay.
out. What's
What
going
do we
on?
know?
Oh my god.
Alpheus, please.
Is there anything else going on in the room or on the door?
So the sconces are red. The door you came in from, I'm still counting in my head, by the way.
I'll press it down.
Okay. As long as Dink, are you maintaining that you are going to be pressing it every?
Yeah, I think that my job. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The door you came in from is now locked, and the lights are
Oh my
red.
God.
That is the only noticeable change you can see.
Okay.
13,
So we're in an
12.
empty room
11.
with a door on the other side with numbers going.
1 through 15.
And the ground, is it like tiled ground?
6.
Check the
It
roof.
appears to be
Is there anything on the roof?
nothing that would like be noteworthy. It looks like a pretty rough-hewn roof. Some sort of like stone, carved stone. Floor is a similar situation, carved stone. 13,
Can you
12.
turn the
11,
dial?
Is there anything on the edge of the dial? Like,
Can-
oh,
13, 15. Make an Arcana check if you would. Whoever's
Cool.
investigating the dais.
yeah, I'll try to do that.
Okay.
Can I also do this with him and give him
I'll
advantage
say-
on the thing? Okay.
Sure, I'll let you give him an advantage.
Rad, perfect. Oh,
14.
14. With that 14, wait, before you do that, I want to use my Bardic Inspiration before it goes away. I don't know how long
Alright,
it
sure.
takes. Yeah, so it's a
I believe
D8.
Bardic Inspiration lasts an hour, correct?
I think it's 10 minutes. It's not that
10
long.
minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, I think you're pushing it, but you're fine.
Okay.
So yeah, good on you that you're using it. 21.
Yeah.
So you can definitely see that this dais is magically linked to the numbers above the door. There doesn't appear to be any sort of ulterior magics.
Identified.
It doesn't appear that this is any sort of like the dais itself is trapped in any way. It looks more like an activation.
Okay.
So
Dink, are you able to use
12.
Identify on this?
11.
I have to do it as a ritual, and that's like 10 minutes.
Oh.
And I don't
I can-
necessarily know the spell right now, so I don't think I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dink's just.
Can you turn the dial off?
Yeah.
Turnable?
What happens if he just sits on it?
Can you turn it? Is it turnable?
I tried that.
It
Yeah.
doesn't appear to be anything but a button.
Can I hold it down rather than just like?
Can I open the door? Or
So
try
you're
to
sitting
open
on the
door?
button. You watch as
I won't sit on
15
it,
just
no.
kind of blinks.
Okay, we're good. Okay, I don't. Yeah. Okay, I'll sit on it then. Yeah.
You go,
What
so
about
Lucky,
like, the thing that it's on? Can you like pick that up?
Lucky, you go over to the other door. You jostle it, but it is firmly locked.
Damn. The one with the 1 through 15, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Is the thing that it's on, like the podium thing, is that pick upable? Or
It
is that
appears to be
built
like
into the ground?
like very much part of the structure of the room, and it looks like it is like one with the floor.
Is there anything on that, or like underneath, or is there anything turnable?
Make an investigation check.
Alfie, can you help
Can
me
I?
out this way?
Yeah, I got you.
Sure.
I was gonna offer. What were we doing? An investigation?
Investigation.
19. You look for a good minute or so of just looking around in all the nooks and crannies on this thing. It doesn't appear to be any, like, there doesn't appear to be any sort of ulterior mechanism or anything that you would need to activate or anything like that on the dais itself. And I'll say with a 19, you take a pretty good scan of the room. There doesn't appear to be anything else to activate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's think.
Is there anything on
I think we should be
like,
trying
the
to hit
torches
the numbers
or
in the
sconces?
sequence.
That's what I'm thinking too. Except that's going to be a lot of numbers. We don't know how long the sequence could
What do you
be.
think the sequence would be?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, what's an important sequence that has to do with the machine?
Yeah, Alfie.
Yeah, Alfie.
What numbers?
Is
have to
it
do with
under
the
a
machine,
project
Alfie?
number or?
I don't know what this room is, okay? What do you...
Gotcha.
What's your
Can
deal?
Alpheus
What's
roll a history check or something?
Are you asking for an NPC to roll
Figure it
a
out, bro.
history check?
He's the one who knows the most.
Figure shit out, dog. Just figure it out. You work here. Do it.
4. You
Yeah,
don't I know,
that's
bro.
tough.
You don't know.
That's tough.
Is there
Dang it.
anything like with the torches or the sconces? Like when
The only thing
Yeah.
that is different from when you entered the room is once you hit the button the first time, the sconces turned a scarlet red. Or there are like 4 lights in the room.
yeah.
But beyond that, it has stayed red and
Okay.
Yeah.
So just in,
Can I fiddle around with the button a little bit? Who's hitting the button
Yeah.
right now?
currently
I
Dink.
am. You go for
Do
it.
you
Go for
mind?
it. I'll do.
Dink? All right.
Yeah. Go for
I'm
it.
just gonna go down
13.
and in number until something happens. I'm gonna go 15 and then hit it, and then 14 and then hit it, and then 13 and then hit it, and then 12 and then hit it, and then
Okay.
11 and then hit it, and then
That's
10.
gonna take a long time.
I don't care. I don't care.
Okay.
And something has to.
We don't
happen.
really have
True.
any other
You
ideas
guys
for
can
now.
figure something out while I'm doing that.
So you all watch as Jakai iterates through the numbers. When he gets to 10, you all kind of look expectantly. Nothing happens. 9, nothing happens. 8, nothing. 7,
Nothing.
6, nothing. On 5, you watch as the number lights up. The numbers on the door turn a scarlet, or it's not scarlet, turn a bright blue color. He hits it.
Ran is
They took.
good. Sorry.
15 is now yellow again.
Somebody write down 5.
14,
15 is now yellow.
12, 11,
5?
10,
I'm
9,
gonna try 6.
8, 7,
6.
6, 15, 14, 13,
5,
Wait.
6.
Like,
11, 10,
7.
9,
No, we need to go back to 5 if we're gonna restart the
7.
combination.
6.
Well, that's why I was
It
gonna
comes
ask,
back to
is did
5.
it
The
restart?
the numbers turn blue again. 4, 3. You feel a shaking
Oh.
in the room. 2, 1.
press it. Wait.
I'm so confused.
Hit
What
it.
just happened? I need.
Do
I
you
need
hit it?
description. I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah. I'll press it.
Okay.
Hit it.
Liam, no, stop. Can
Yes,
somebody describe
You
to
need
me
to
what's
hit
happening?
it just say yes
Okay,
to
hit the button then. I don't know what's happening.
It's so when it's
Did,
stopping
was 6
on
the
a number.
correct number or the incorrect number?
6 was correct.
Okay. Don't
And
be
then went
told.
back
That's why I
down to
wanted to
5,
ask, and then I got
yes.
shushed. I was
Yes.
asking because I'm in charge of the button, and I don't know. What's
So,
happening.
I
If somebody
will.
else knows what's happening. Somebody else hit the button.
If you'd like clarification, I'm happy to give it. Dink, you hit the button on 1, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's.
So
yeah,
it goes
kept
back
going
to
down.
15, yellow.
Yeah.
The runes are now yellow again. Starts the whole cycle over, 14, 13, so on. What I was saying,
Was
As-
6 a correct number or incorrect number?
I will tell you what happened. So, similar to before, it gets to 5, all the runes previous turn blue. 4, 3. On 3, you feel the room start to shake. On 2, and then finally on 1, Dink managed to hit it. There was no other changes.
Gotcha.
Well,
So the
at least
first
this
number's
place is
5.
secure.
13,
That didn't answer my question.
12, 11,
It was
10,
5, but 6
Nine.
didn't
What
work.
actually happened? Went 5,
I
then we
don't
went 6,
know what
right?
happened
Well,
on
I'm
6.
5 then 6.
6,
Five.
it went
And
up
then
to
it
15 again.
So
it restarted.
15.
6 was wrong.
All right, and now Dick
Somebody
is
else
holding it
look
again.
close. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I just hit it at 2.
All right.
Is it go back at 15?
It is back at 15, yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
I'm gonna wait till it goes to 5, and then hit it.
It
Yeah.
goes down to 5. The numbers turn blue on 5.
Yep.
And you press it, goes back to 15.
I'm gonna hit it at 15.
It just cycles at 15.
Shit. Then I'm gonna do it at 5.
It goes down to 5. You watch the numbers turn blue. Are you hitting it at 5 again?
Shit. Yeah, sure.
All right.
I
Cycles
think-
back to 15.
So when we hit 2,
And are they?
sorry. When we hit 2, it did anything change, or did it just like go back to 5?
So far the only things you have seen is 5, the numbers turn blue. 3, the room
Yeah.
starts to lightly shake. And beyond that,
3,
you have not
okay.
seen any difference.
I got you. I got you.
I want to
But-
wait until 3 on this one to see if the room shakes.
All right. 5, blue, 4, 3. The room starts to lightly shake. 2, 1.
And now I'm gonna hit it on 2.
All right. 15, 14, 13,
Okay, so we just gotta keep
Well.
guessing the right combination. So it's 5 is the first one.
10.
Anybody else have any ideas?
Obvious. Any important dates regarding the Soul Engine that we should be aware of?
I don't think this has anything to do with the Soul Engine.
That's a
about
good
the
point.
church?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so. Either.
No. What about yeah, like you said, the church?
12. I mean, truthfully, I can't think of like any. Here, let me think about it for a second.
Well, we got time.
I'm just searching Gone dates 5e. I don't know.
Is there anything?
Is there anything in the notes, Ryan?
I can't
Let's see.
think of anything that would like be a particular date, especially with 15 up to 15. That's just it's such an odd number for a date.
Maybe it's not a date then. What has 15
13.
as a maximum number?
By the
Anyone?
way, Dink, are you sitting on it again?
Yeah, I'll be sitting on it
Alright,
just so that we can think about what to while we're planning. I'll be sitting on it. There we go.
And to answer your question, I don't see anything regarding 15 in our notes.
Sheesh.
The only number that I can think of is it's from an experiment in the tower. It's 1942, but if you just clicked it in that sequence, but it doesn't have 5, so I don't know.
Is there anything else with 5?
No.
That I can think of.
This thing has to have been staring at us from somewhere. Okay, so clearly we can't leave the room. And I guess we don't really have any better options. Does everybody have food?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean-
short rest?
Everybody got
We could
snacks?
try this-
You got your trail, Mitch? Let's go.
Might be here for a minute.
Are
We could
just gonna
try
do
the
what
same
I was
thing-
doing and go through
Yeah.
it one by one?
Yeah.
Sounds. I mean, that's what we gotta do.
Yeah.
So 5 is the first one, and then I guess we're gonna go down starting from 14.
What is it? William,
Yes.
sometimes it would go, when you press 5, it keeps going down, right? Or when you press 5, it just resets at 15 every
As
time.
far as you can tell, no number when you have pressed it has not cycled back to 5 or back to 15. Every time you hit it,
It's the color
goes
change
back
that
to
we're
15.
looking for.
I see, okay. Oh,
There should be what four color changes?
The only things you have noticed is on
Like, it's just
5,
lights in the
it
room.
cycles, it goes blue, and on 1, it flashes white.
okay.
I think I said that before. I'm sorry if I didn't.
Does that one flashing light happen before? So on the first run through and the second run through?
What do you mean?
So like it does cycles, right? On the first cycle, in order to get it right, you need to hit 5, and then it cycles again, and then we need to find the next.
When I say cycle, I mean when, like, at
Right.
the beginning, it starts at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 10, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right.
That is a full cycle.
Okay.
By hitting the
And I'm
button, it
assuming
looks
that
like
we
you
need to hit the
reset it.
correct number on each cycle.
What do you mean? Sorry.
I mean, you don't have to confirm, but that's just what I'm thinking, right? Like every
You gotta climb
cycle,
down and hit the right numbers.
you gotta hit the right number.
I think it's 4 numbers too, because there's 4 sconces.
I
But my
agree.
question that I was
Yeah.
going to ask is, did the fire change color at all, or did only the numbers on the door change color?
Only the numbers on the door. The sconces are still red. A scarlet red.
Okay.
Do you have to hit the 5 before you hit the 1 for the 1 to make the color?
As far as you can tell, I mean, you experiment with both. Just hitting 5 and just hitting 1. It still lights up blue when it gets to 5 and flashes a bright white when it hits 1 before you hit it.
I see. So it's not. Actually. So it's not a code. Like no color stays after you hit it. Like you
Yes.
have to go and.
It always
Like,
resets.
just
Whenever
anything
you hit the
adds
button,
it-
it always resets to a yellow 15, 14,
Okay.
13, 12, 11, 10.
Okay.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought it was something.
Sorry,
else.
one more-
Right.
Oh,
One more
okay.
question, real quick: is the first color yellow and then it turns to blue?
It turns to blue when it gets 5. And it turns to
Right,
white
but
when
it
it gets
starts
to
with
1.
yellow, right?
Okay. Okay, so you don't hit 5.
I understand what's happening.
And
That's
then-
not the first number, yeah.
It's just it turns blue and then it turns white.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Not 15, it's definitely not 6.
Maybe you're supposed to
So I'm
hit it
thinking
when it
I'm just gonna hit
changes.
it at 5, and then I'm gonna wait for it to count down. 13, hit it. What happens? Dan, what happens?
You gotta speak up,
Sorry,
Chase. I
what?
don't think he can hear you.
Yeah.
Liam,
Yeah, what's up?
I'm gonna hit the button at 5, and then it's gonna go back to 15, and then I'm gonna wait for it to hit to 14, and I'm gonna hit the button. Does anything happen?
It goes back to 15.
Okay, then I'm gonna do 5, and then I'm gonna do 13 again. And I'm just gonna keep going down the numbers until something happens. 5, and then the next.
You're going
number in
cycling
line.
5 to 13, 5 to 12, 5.
So yeah, exactly.
All right. You go
Just
through
while
the
we're
numbers.
Talking, I'm just gonna be doing this, just seeing what's happening.
The same cycle you can see still appears to be happening. You just keep resetting it to 15.
What if the first number's not 5? It just
doesn't-
happens to turn
There
blue
doesn't
at 5.
appear to be any perceivable difference.
Yeah. But that's not it.
Well, we
yeah,
went
I
through
don't.
15 through it 5, and then 5 is the first one to change, right?
Have we hit it on 4 yet?
Yep. You guys have hit it on every
That's what
number.
I'm doing right now, is I'm just going down the numbers.
Because I don't think hitting it is causing the thing to change. It just changes whenever it goes like down the number.
Mhm.
Like hitting it is not necessary. I don't know if there's a code to it. Now that I'm thinking.
Ale,
about
are
it.
you sitting on it again, by the way?
Yeah, I'll be sitting on it.
Okay.
Like until someone.
While you're not
says,
testing,
like,
I'll say, Ale, you're sitting on it beyond that side.
yeah.
Just so I don't have to
Sounds
keep
good.
counting.
Yeah.
So just to be clear then, because I'm clearly very confused. When we got down to 5 and we hit the button at 5,
Regardless of
turned
you
blue
hitting the
before we
button,
hit the button?
the numbers turned blue when it hit to 5.
so nothing has changed and we've hit the button on every single number?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe you should just let it go down.
That might be. That's the only other thing I could think of. There's nothing else you're
Yeah.
giving us any clues to what it could be.
I mean, out of game. Liam has been saying Scarlet lights. I feel like Scarlet has to do something with something, but I don't know.
The lights have not
Can I
changed
throw a fireball?
since you hit the
Right.
button the first time.
Okay.
Can I throw fire at the torch at the sconce?
It doesn't appear like it does anything.
Alright, I didn't think there would.
Is there a way we can? Nah, it's not. I'm assuming there's no way we could potentially dismantle the door from the outside.
No, no, Ryan.
I had to ask. I had
No.
to ask.
This is a
I'm-
puzzle. I'm not letting you
Yeah.
dismantle the door.
Cast shatter on the door. No, I'm just no.
You can
I'm-
try.
I'm not.
I'm in favor of letting it go down to
Puzzle with a
0.
button on it. I hit the button every
But
time.
I don't know
hit
what you
the
guys
button, I don't know
are
what else to do.
Yeah.
I've hit all the buttons.
Ale, you're letting the button just go down.
Not yet. Not yet. I want to get a
Yeah.
good concession before.
Someone needs to survive here.
I mean, if I don't know what's gonna happen if we let it go down all the way. I'm gonna assume it's something bad. I can turn into a giant snake and kind of protect everybody, hopefully.
Okay.
If
We have
need
a,
be. I can
I
kind
could
of
turn
like.
someone into an elephant,
meat
maybe.
shield
I don't know.
myself.
Okay, I'm gonna let it go down to 0 then.
All right.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh wait. I've got nothing in the notes I could
Can
suggest.
I like restart and like get like a rundown of how it works?
Sure.
Like with letting it run down the first time without touching it, all the way down to 1 and then hitting it.
Sure.
Does it change color at 5?
It does. So, without any
And-
sort of
okay, go ahead.
without any sort of intervention, you watch it goes from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, all yellow. When it hits 5, all the numbers turn blue. 4, 3, the light shaking in the room. 2, 1, all the numbers flash white, and then you hit the button.
I mean, that looks like some kind of explosion. I think.
That's what I think of.
Yeah, I'd say
I
so
feel
too.
like it has something to do with the sconces, I'm gonna be honest with you.
The what?
Is that-
I feel like it might have something to do with the sconces if it has nothing to do with the fucking button.
Can we remove the sconce from the wall?
Can I?
You can try.
There's no like
Uh,
numbers or anything written on the sconces.
No, but the numbers might reveal something else on the wall that we haven't seen. Or sorry, yeah, the sconces might reveal something on the wall we haven't
I'll
seen.
try and take the sconce off with you. I'll take one off with
So
you.
you look
Okay.
up, and there is a small mote of flame just emitting from that. A bright red, scarlet color. Appears to be magical in nature, but beyond that, it doesn't appear to be anything special. You try
Ran-
to like pull the sconce off the wall, and try as you might. Make a strength check, actually.
This ain't gonna be
7.
good. My back. My back.
You are unable to pull the sconce from the wall.
Okay. Let's see.
Ding, do you have Dispel Magic?
I do, yeah, but I don't know if this would do anything.
Do you think it's
I'm
worth
trying
a
to think of
shot?
color theory. Like within like so it's yellow for 10. It's blue for 3.
No. Blue for 5, and then
No, but I mean it's yellow for 10 numbers and it's blue for 3 numbers. Or
Then it turns
No, it's
blue
blue
at
for
5.
4 numbers. The last
blue for
one.
4 numbers.
The last
my
number is
god, I
white.
love how deeply you guys are thinking.
Dude, I
What?
Listen,
Is this
I've
some-
hit this button on every number. Nothing has happened.
watch. This is like a fucking child's
Button
puzzle.
won't turn.
That is
There's
true.
nothing that will turn. Nothing's turnable. There's nothing else in the room. The sconces don't come off. There's nothing on the sconces. There's numbers on the door. We can't.
Is it 1, 2, 3?
What else is there?
Try.
yeah, we could try.
Can we go up the sequence until we get back to 15?
Sure. So you hit the button, it starts at 15. You go to 1, hit the button, back to 15. You go to 2, hit the button, back to 15. You go through the rest of the cycle, it doesn't appear like anything happens.
Nah.
Dude, I don't think the Rakshasa is gonna be able to get past this shit if we
I don't
can't.
think so.
I don't think we need to be that worried.
That's what I'm saying. We don't like. That's what I'm saying.
We can't get out.
That's assuming that the Rakshasa didn't already get past this.
Yeah.
That's a good point. It does have dimension door, doesn't it?
It does not, no.
Oh,
I thought it does. Oh well.
What I said that session was it sounded like Dimension Door.
Oh, okay.
But more, like more of a boom than anything. So, might have been a stronger Dimension Door, or something of that nature.
I'm gonna go on a limb and assume the door is not an illusion.
Did anything happen when we did that?
Nothing
You
else.
go up to the door, you touch it, it's there.
What's it made out of?
That's a good point. What is it made out of?
Brass, and to a certain degree,
We just fucking break the
You say
shit.
brass and what?
brass and wood.
And wood?
Okay. Yeah, wood, brass and wood to a certain degree. Is the wood? Can we tell if it's like decorative or like if I knocked on it, does it sound?
Solid.
I can burn it down.
Why don't I try sleeping with
Should I burn down the... Is that fire?
No, it's radiant.
No, let me burn it down then. We need fire.
Try it out. Why not?
Yeah,
Gonna be
guys,
fun.
light
Anybody
the
against me
place on
trying to burn
fire.
this down?
When in doubt, violence.
Alright.
So you're trying to burn down the,
I'm gonna assume that wood is just decorative.
Is there a lock on this door?
No.
It appears to not be, like, you can't open it, that's the thing.
We burn it down.
Could certainly try.
Can't throw produce flame at the door?
Sure.
Alright. Now.
Are you throwing it at the door?
Yes.
You watch as Jakai sort of like condenses this ball of fire into like a baseball-sized like mote of energy, and just sidearm full on throws it, and it just scatters on the door.
Fuck.
Can we?
Alright, well.
Wait. I have an idea. If we do, can we do it between? Like, do we press the button between it goes to numbers or no?
Are you asking if you haven't been like hitting it exactly on the number? Like,
I'm gonna hit the door with my wrench.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to be doing decimals for this.
No, not exactly.
We have
Like,
technology.
we have the technology.
Liam, be honest with me. Is this a kid's puzzle?
what is 10?
I'm gonna be real with you guys.
4.
One of you has said the answer.
Okay, let's go to 0.
I
Let's
said
keep-
it. Oh.
You
'Cause
just let it go?
I don't know.
Are we just letting it go? Alright, fuck it. I'd rather die than stay in this fucking hellhole anymore. Let's
Bran
go.
is gonna sit down and pop in his earbuds and just sit back and wait.
What's he listening to?
Oh my god.
He is listening to. Give me 1 second.
In my skin.
Wait,
Man, it's more techno, you know.
Oh, Bran is a.
He's a silent rave kid that loves EDM.
No.
Yeah,
All right.
he's a kid
So-
that wears tech wear everywhere.
God. So are you guys letting it go down to 0?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Give me the thumbs up.
In the event that we die, any last words?
Oh, we're not gonna die.
Famous last words.
Exactly.
Hey Pete, you want to check on your kids
Oh my
before we do this?
I mean,
13.
I just have a fireball. I'm just bouncing
11,
against the wall. I'm sitting
10,
down and just like fucking throwing it like a
9,
baseball against the wall.
8, 7, 6, 5, blue,
Are we pressing it or not?
4, 3,
No, no.
shake, 2,
I'm sorry, Ciara.
1, white.
Are you fucking kidding
The
me?
lights change back to their white. You see the numbers are no longer illuminated. and the small button in the dais just opens to a little to the original state.
I swear to God, I'm gonna burn down this fucking church.
Okay.
You hear Alpheus kind of just mutter, I think this might have just been a decompression chamber.
Well.
Your fucking mouth, Stumpy. You should have said that earlier.
Anyways, now we know this. Let's fucking
Chase,
get out of here.
Hey, Chase, I'm not solving this puzzle for you. My NPCs are here for support, not intelligence.
Fuck your NPCs, bro.
None of us have intelligence. That's our only support that we need, is intelligence.
Hey, one of you said the answer.
Yeah.
That's scary.
What was the answer?
Let it go down.
The answer was just let it go.
Whoever the viewer was, why didn't you fucking say something?
I don't know if we have a viewer right now, but oh well.
It doesn't matter, but I'll go through the door.
All right. You go.
We're gonna
You-
do so as well.
You open the door. Opens without any issue. And you look down to a staircase, a dimly lit staircase.
We speak of this to no one.
Agree.
Look, my lips are sealed. I didn't know the answer either, so
Okay, okay.
It's not really an answer if it's just a door.
I
I don't know. I mean, it stumped us for like what, 15?
Oh, can I?
15
That's
minutes?
like 30 minutes.
shit. That's a lot of people dead.
Shit.
Oh gods.
That's a lot of people dead. Oh god. Okay, we need to hurry the fuck up.
Horrible.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We'd probably be stealthy about it, but still, let's go.
Fucking gods in a fucking room with a button.
Oh my God.
Sorry. I'm so sorry for how much joy that brought me. I
No,
never
don't
imagined it
apologize.
would be that satisfying.
I was writing notes.
We're the worst.
Now you know why I fucking rolled the-
ever.
You know why I hold a horror one shot, dude.
Oh God.
We're the worst group of heroes ever.
Legit, I was like thinking like,
Greg
Kilby.
could
okay,
have solved it.
Kilby, while you are like kind of just vibing with Greg, you hear him whisper, "Just let it go to zero."
What'd you say?
Huh? What?
No, what did you say? Because we didn't. I don't think anybody actually heard you.
Did you hear me, Annalise?
Oh, you did?
She
Okay.
heard me.
okay.
Greg knew. Greg knew what's
I
up.
didn't hear what
I didn't hear it.
I didn't know yet.
And meanwhile, even though Kilby heard it, he's gonna be like stroking his leaf. He's like, bye, dude.
Just let it go to zero.
He's just not gonna have any idea. He doesn't want to listen to him.
All right. So the stairs after, also as you are leaving the room, you hear the door behind you, and there's a small lever on the side. You pull the lever, it opens the door. But if you do not pull the lever, it looks like the door remains locked.
Well, I've got this belt. I could use it to try and secure the lever to something.
So that's the door behind you guys, the door you just came from. That's what. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
You guys continue down the
Let's make
stairs.
sure that's locked. Yeah, I'll lock that.
It appears to be locked just by like inherently. It appears like locked is its default state.
Sweet.
You guys follow down the stairs with torchlight every so often in similar sconces to the room before. You go down for about 50 or so feet, and you come into a large half dome, like a half cylindrical type room. Imagine like a British bunker in World War II, like that kind of half dome structure. That kind of looks like a railway line kind of deal. In the room, you see a number of offshoots that are like sort of that appear to be blocked off with iron bars some kind. From where you can tell, there are 5 separate offshoots. There's a number of bookshelves as well, with books that appear to be like locked in place. There appears to be bars across.
You know, I'm betting that you could probably get some good cash for some of this stuff in the future, Lucky. Not that I'm advocating you steal it, but you know, just an observation.
I can't in good conscience, condone you stealing from the church. That being said, I won't, I won't look a certain way if you tell me. And he kind of like puts out his hand for, just like, as long as you,
I'm gonna give him a crisp high five, and then go grab everything I've seen.
Everything.
what do you, so wait. What are you doing?
Take that shit.
Lucky, what are you doing specifically?
Well, I gave him a high five.
Sure, I got that part. The other part was the more important
I'm
bit,
giving
I
him
would
a high five, and then I'm walking over. Can you describe it again to me exactly?
So it appears like there are books, sort of like Doctor Strange style, like locked in a binding, so they can't they can't be taken out.
Oh, I see. Can I use my thieves' tools on him? Try to get him out.
You're welcome to. You're welcome to try it.
Can we tell what the books say?
Most
As
of
in,
them
like,
appear to
they
just
read
be,
titles?
Relative. Most of them appear to be just leather-bound tomes. 16. You work on one of the locks for a good, almost minute, and just you feel one of your lockpicks break in the lock.
Oh. I don't even know how many. How many do I get?
I believe you get 3. So just to note that in your thieves' tools.
How many? How wide are these iron bars? Like, how wide are the gaps between them?
The bookshelves are about. The bookshelves are about 20 feet long. And 4 or 5 shelves high. So there's quite a few books.
Shit.
I'm asking because I was curious if, in theory, Bran could T-1000 through the iron bars.
These are not behind iron bars. These are like clasped in place.
Oh, okay, I see it now. Okay.
Yeah. So, like the bookshelves have like an iron bar across them with a thing at the end that is locked. So you could theoretically T-1000 into it, but there's no space there. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I'd like to take out my second lock picture again.
Sure. It will be a little bit more difficult as there is now a broken lockpick in the mechanism. So, just for you for your sake, it might be a little bit harder.
As a fellow with tools, can I come over and be like, hey, you know, what
You can try to
a
assist
fellow
if
that's
you'd
proficient at
like.
thieves tools, like kind of just like, you know, backseat gaming kind of a deal?
Yeah. And I go, hey man, you got this. Just focus in on it. Take your time. And I give you a bardic inspiration.
You guys are the best.
Is there anything around aside from his books?
Oh no.
Fuck.
We gotta be man.
He has bardic inspiration. He has bardic inspiration.
Bardic
don't know.
inspiration and advantage, so you have a 17.
17. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Are you gonna use your
Use that.
bardic inspiration?
I'd like to, yeah.
1d8.
One.
Who's gonna be a 1? Who's gonna be a 1?
2.
Well, it's better than a 1.
You watch as Lucky goes in very gingerly this time as he you hear the mechanism come open.
Yay.
You pull off the bar, and you are now have access to one of the rows of tomes.
Can I open it up and see what language it's written in?
Sure. The first one you open up appears to be in Dwarven. Or Dwarvish.
I hand that to Kai.
Oh, thank you, eh?
Yeah.
This appears to be some sort of blueprint as well as a very in-depth write-up of a steam-powered sword.
Hey, what now?
Yeah.
Is it like a gas-powered stick kind of a deal?
Perhaps.
A man of culture.
Hey, Alfie, do you have one of these made already?
Oh,
Really?
Can't say I have. God, that design looks fucking ancient. He like grabs the next book, looks at it. Who's the fucking oh? These are it looks like these are old designs from quite a while ago. They might be down here in storage.
Really?
I mean the
Are they all in Dwarven?
you go through, I'll say like 5 or 6. One is in Common, one is in Elven. But predominantly they are in Dwarven. Or Dwarvish.
Okay, cool.
Elvish.
I might know Elvish, actually.
Regardless, all of them
I
appear
know
to follow
Elvish.
the same line of they are in-depth analysis. There's some pages that look like they are like blueprints that you can like fold out and like look at. But by and large, this looks like a blueprint kind of stash or documentation sort of section.
Alright. Interesting. And you think these are down here?
What's that?
Alright, let's these are all these blueprints you think are in storage down here with whatever your thing is? The generator?
I don't know if this is the section. I know we're technically in the vault now. I don't know. I assume there would be more security or something. I mean, there's iron bars on, and he kind of like points. There's 4 different sections with iron bars, and it looks like there are crates beyond. As well as, on the other side of the room from where you came in, there is another set of iron bars that look like that they lead to another pair of stairs.
Are they like blocking those pair of stairs, or
What's up?
are they like blocking the stairs, or is it?
Yeah,
just
it
more
looks like you have to open the door to go down to the next set of stairs.
Okay. Could I try open one of the
Is
crates?
there any sign or smell that anybody's been through here already?
Make a perception check, please. Or investigation.
Can I help him?
19.
Sorry.
There doesn't appear to be any
Investigation sucks.
distinct smells. If anything, maybe a little bit of mildew.
Okay, right on. Alright, let's
Is
get
there any
started.
more locked up books?
Sure. There's rows and rows of them.
Oh shit.
Can I try open one of the
Yeah,
crates
we can hit
near
those
the
back on the
end?
way up.
I know.
There are not any crates in the actual like room itself. There are
Oh.
4 different gated sections that look like they are like small alcoves with crates inside.
Oh, I see. I got you.
As much as I want to loot it, we should definitely
Yeah, continue mission.
find this. Yeah.
Gotta find a way to open the bars, or open these iron bars.
Uh,
I guess I'll take the lead. Like I'll press forward, or
I can help too.
does
Well,
know where we're supposed to go now.
Wait, I thought there were bars blocking the door.
Oh, right.
So, opposite of where you came in, there is an iron bar section that is blocking the next another set of stairs going down. There is a door there that appears to be like locked as well. It looks like an iron door.
Can I try to pick lock the door?
Sure. Roll a.
Hey, Brand, you wanna help me out here?
Yeah, I got you.
Sweet.
I'm gonna help him out. Yes, sir.
A 22.
Sir.
You watch as, or the rest of you watch as Jakai and Bran, Lucky and Bran manage to. You hear the last click, and you watch as you turn the lock and it appears to open. But as you finish turning, and you think that it should unlock you try to open the door, and you feel your tools start to stick in the lock. You hear some sort of metal clanking around you.
Ah.
Coming from the roof, a hole roughly 10 by 10 opens up, and you watch as shooting down into the room, a solid metal ball comes into the room. A singular metallic eye shunts down to the front of it, looks at you, and you hear and it starts to run at you. Or it starts to roll towards you.
We getting the fuck out the way.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brand's getting ready to fucking dodge.
On that note, we will end tonight's session.
Yeah.
Come back next week. As you guys are now being accosted by a robotic sentry.
Oh yeah.
Nobody checks for traps.
God damn it, we should have done that. We know better than that too. We really do. What the fuck?
By the button. It's okay.
Oh
It's
my
okay.
god.
The button was fun. The button was fun.
The button really